say something? It's not a salad if there's fruit in it. I'm sorry.
There's what?
It's not a salad if there's fruit in it.
Yes, it is.
No.
You create your own salad.
That's
and
no,
guess
it
what?
is
I have
not.
no meat.
That's what I'm saying. It's not a salad without meat.
Salad is bullshit.
I agree there. That's what.
Salad is not
You
bullshit.
got.
if
It looks
are
like you
trying
got.
to be
You got
healthy.
mandarin oranges. You
Mandarin oranges.
That's
mango,
a fruit salad.
got cranberries.
Right.
Those cranberries.
Dry cranberries.
Corn.
Some corn.
Uh-huh.
And a light vinaigrette dressing. It's amazing.
Are you still hungry?
No, I
feel
probably
like-
won't be
Should
hungry
be
after
hungry.
this. I
Let's
promise.
take an hour. Give her an hour.
Are we on why you want to do? All right,
By the end of the
so
episode,
come-
she'll be
Give her an hour.
Give me an
She'll
hour
be
and take me to the pizza spot.
Yeah. She's gonna get pizza right out of here. Right when
Oh man. Okay, you can put this in the fridge for now.
what you said, Mother?
Yeah, it's a great movie, man. I don't know why you don't like it.
Mother is very scary.
First off, you didn't see the whole movie.
I did see the whole movie.
No, you didn't. You said you didn't see the beginning.
I didn't see the
And you
beginning,
stopped
but
watching it.
I stopped watching it after it got gruesome. It got too gruesome for me.
You're a punk if you can't handle any gruesome. You watch freaking Game of Thrones. You
No,
can't
but
handle
that's
gruesome.
no. This is not like Game of Thrones. This is not like
This
a
is the
woman.
one.
She was repeatedly getting beat up,
Yeah,
Okay.
but repeatedly, like her clothes getting ripped off, and she
Yeah.
get fucked up, like hit her in the face, fucked
Yeah,
up,
yeah.
fucked up. Like I can't watch that.
but once you know that it's like bullshit, because she's
It's not
supposed to
bullshit.
be. She's supposed to be Mother Earth.
That I don't get. I don't get.
You
that
gotta watch the whole
But
movie.
that shit is fucked up.
Give it
And
another try.
Give it a shot.
I'm protesting Jennifer Lawrence now, so fuck all. her
No, you cannot do that. She's a great actress.
Nah,
No.
that's subjective now.
No, she's
Is
a
she?
good
And
actress.
Now that we're reviewing this
All right.
movie, this is
what-
it's so subjective.
What?
All right, so-
What's her best role?
Mockingjay.
That's not very good.
It's not.
She wasn't.
What
great.
about that movie that she was in when she was the mob girl and the I forgot the name of the movie
The Mob
where
Girl?
the
Mob
drug
Girl.
drug cocaine movie that she was in. It'll come to
drug
me.
cocaine.
Yeah,
movie.
not drug cocaine, but it was like a drug.
You know what
kind
movie
of
she was
movie,
gonna
yeah.
enjoy?
She was good. Enjoy
That was what?
the one about the
Dasha
lady that
Polanco
invented
and
the
about
mop.
the mop.
Oh yeah, okay. No,
She was good in that.
there's another
She was good.
movie. It'll come
Silver
to me
Linings
that
Playbook,
she
she was
in,
okay.
but
Silver
I
Linings
like her.
Playbook. I like her in that.
Yes, that was really
American
good.
Hustle. She was pretty.
That's
good.
the movie.
That's
you're
the
talking
movie
about?
I'm talking about. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. She didn't have to do a lot. She didn't have to do a lot because she wasn't like the
I didn't
main.
see American Hustle.
It was okay. Like, you know what it is? There's so
It
many.
came out the same time as another movie, and I was like, I'd rather see this movie than
Yeah.
that movie.
You know what I
movie
tried
was
to
it?
watch the other night that you recommend? You said White Boy Rick. I've been meaning to. There's a list of movies I gotta watch. I gotta watch White Boy
Right.
Rick. I still haven't seen Widows.
I tried to start Realm of the
What else is
World
fire?
since
You
you
didn't
said
see
that
Den
last
of,
I
did
fell
you see
asleep.
Den of
I
Thieves?
really gave it a shot.
I fell asleep.
Are we? Like,
Did you see Den of Thieves?
No,
No.
that's what it was. I remember there was something else.
Yeah, you gotta watch that. This is Nobody's Movie Review. If you haven't subscribed already, subscribe.
welcome everybody.
Thank you for
We just
tuning
went
in.
right into it and didn't even say hi to
Yeah,
everybody.
we're talking about
Yeah.
salads.
Salads and Jennifer Lawrence.
Jennifer Lawrence.
Right.
Hang her up. She's done.
Yeah. Thank you to Danny Vega for the iTunes review. 5 stars.
Salute
Thank
Danny
you.
Vega.
Thank you, Danny.
Let's
Danny Vega.
get a few more of those
Danny
5-star reviews.
Vega.
Let's get some more reviews on the Apple Podcast list.
Please.
Yeah.
Stan.
Thank you.
My man.
Can we talk about? You
Where
want
you
to jump
wanna
right
start?
in?
Yeah.
Well,
Pre-
we had 2 movies to watch today.
We took a fan suggestion. Let's start with that one.
Yeah. Let's start with Predestination.
We took a fan suggestion.
KJ didn't finish it.
Do you remember the fan's name?
Charlie B.
Fell asleep towards the end.
Charlie B recommended for us to watch
Good
Predestination.
job. Stan's
Charlie
doing
B?
his
That's-
homework.
It's Charlie B. I think
Good
it was.
Charlie.
job. Shout out to you.
I don't know how you found out about this movie, but don't. Whoever recommended this movie to you, don't get any more recommendations from them.
Did you finish it?
It wasn't
I
bad
did.
though.
It wasn't bad. It was just pointless. Like,
It's not pointless.
it is pointless.
Every
just-
movie is pointless.
Okay,
No, no,
so
no.
we want to.
But-
You want to give the rundown of what it's about?
I don't know. I don't know if I can honestly.
I
It's
mean,
just-
for me, if you ever seen Inception, think of mind.
It's not
kind of thing.
Inception.
I'm not saying it's like Inception. I'm saying the mind
You
tricks that
gotta-
are played with
yeah.
time traveling.
Yeah.
Similar to Inception, where you're going back and forth with time traveling to, change certain things.
so
No, it wasn't even like that to me.
so okay.
Okay.
So let me run through
was
it
just-
as best as I
it
can
was
because
just
there's a lot of
Because
jumping
that's
around.
what I categorize that in that kind of field of, oh, this reminds me of this.
I got a Looper kind of vibe from
Looper
it.
too. That yeah.
Looper
Looper more.
so
Okay.
than Inception.
Okay. Looper definitely.
So
It's more relatable to Looper.
So, beginning of the movie, there's a guy trying to defuse a bomb, and then somebody shoots at him.
Bullshit.
Ethan Hawke is the actor, by the way.
Yeah, Ethan Hawke. Yeah.
The training
By the way,
day
he
dude.
doesn't have a name, by the way.
He's a training day dude.
Yes, he does.
Yeah. He had a name.
In
Is
the
he the
end.
son or not?
Okay, because this is where I
I
went a
fell
little
asleep at the end.
We'll get
Okay,
to it. We'll
so
get to
I'll
it. We'll get
I'll
to it.
fill the end.
We'll get
for
to
you.
it.
He does have a name, actually.
Technically,
His name is Bartender.
No.
his name is Agent.
If you pay attention,
Technically, he has a name. Technically, his name is
I
Joe.
think-
Is John.
Right,
Technically,
there
his
you
name is
go.
John.
So he's
Right.
John.
Yes.
yes.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. Wait.
Hold on.
Jane
That's
and
what I'm
John.
saying. He's
Wait,
Jane,
what?
John.
Jane and John. So
How can he be John?
this is where it's gonna be a little tricky,
Okay.
everyone.
Oh, because when
Yes.
he burned his face. Oh.
I automatically knew.
That's so
I didn't know.
corny. Nah,
gonna
I'm
be
done.
honest.
No.
No. I'm sorry. Yes. Let me tell you
Really?
something.
Yeah.
Nelly Nell knew.
Who's the son?
He is.
He is.
He can't be. That's impossible.
Yes,
what
he
do
can.
you mean?
It's impossible for him to be the son.
Why?
Because he can't be.
Why not?
Because it's a different child.
It's not a different child.
How?
The
'Cause
child
they-
has both sets of organs.
It's you didn't pay attention.
I didn't fell asleep at the end. I fell
Well,
asleep.
They did a
I
sex
fell
change
asleep
also.
with-
Okay, hold on. We
All
got.
right.
Let's start at the beginning.
Yeah.
So, Ethan Hawke plays an agent,
Yes.
a temporal agent who can go back in time.
I
The
wish I
reason
could do
he's
this.
chosen is because he has no ties. He has nothing holding him to the past, present, or future. So, there's something called the predestination paradox, which basically it's like he says it in the movie. It's like a snake eating its own tail. It's just an infinite circle.
Right.
So,
Did he say that?
Throughout
when
the
he was
movie,
he says it a couple
actually,
times.
a few times.
But when he's talking to the other agent with the mustache, Roberts, he says it, he's talking about he tells him about the predestination paradox, and he's like
Okay.
basically a snake eating its own tail.
Okay.
So Ethan Hawke is a bartender. Ethan
He's not a bartender.
no, he's an agent.
He's a top
So
guy.
the movie starts
But his job was a bartender.
right.
He
Just
started as a bartender. He
Right.
wasn't a bartender.
well, he was only a bartender to get to
To
Jane,
get to-
to get to Jane.
Right.
But so
Who's the bomber?
he is.
Okay,
He's-
so
He's
there's a
everything.
bomber.
He's everything.
He's everything.
He's everybody.
everything that you thought was
Okay,
different.
there's a bomber going on.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's blowing up buildings. and
In
Yeah.
the beginning of
Yeah.
the movie.
Yeah, it's
you
called the
see that
Fizzler,
they're-
the Fizzle Bomber.
The Fizzle Bomber.
The Fizzle Bomber, right.
So they send Ethan Hawke back in time to stop the Fizzle Bomber.
Okay.
While I assumed it was Ethan Hawke in the beginning that was defusing the bomb.
I automatically knew same way too. I'm like, this is too easy for me.
So he gets shot at, and then he goes. The person that's defusing the bomb tries to put it in a case to enclose it. The bomb goes off before he can, burns his face. After plastic surgery and healing, you see that it's Ethan Hawke. You at that point you know that it's Ethan Hawke that gets his face burned trying to defuse the bomb.
Correct.
So now they send him back to 19.
This
Was
is
it-
where I could not keep up with the years of date. 1960.
Honestly, the years don't matter.
1964.
The years don't matter.
The years
Back
don't
in
really
time-
matter.
1964.
They send him back in time. He's a bartender. He meets John.
He meets John.
Oh,
Who?
no, that's the head. The
Right.
year. Sorry.
So he meets John, and John says he's
He's an asshole.
yeah, and he's writing. He's like he writes confession stories,
Truth
and he's like, oh, I read all your stuff, and then now that I'm looking back, I was like, that makes sense why he would have read it, because it was him. So John.
That don't make sense. But okay, go ahead.
So
It
So-
does make sense.
You
So
gotta-
John-
hold on, just wait.
So John tells Ethan Hawke's character
Yeah,
this
I
long
wanna
story.
Tell a story.
He tells him a story about how he was born a woman. He was
Yes.
born a girl.
Yes.
And he had like,
He wanted to go to space.
wanted to go to space, had these special abilities,
Very
but
smart.
lived in an orphanage because as a baby she was left on the doorstep of this orphanage.
Yes.
Facts.
So she's very smart. She's by herself. She grows up and she wants a family, and she eventually grows up and she joins this space program. That's basically, it's like it gives women an opportunity to
To go to
into
space if they have sex with the astronauts.
and fuck astronauts.
That is
you didn't
not.
catch that? That's what they said.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, they did ask like certain
That-
questions.
No,
and
that's
stuff.
what it
exactly what it
is. That's what it is.
because when the astronauts when they
They said they can't send astronauts to space without giving them some form of release.
Yeah.
So they bring these women in space with them to have sex with them.
yeah.
And it's
Oh,
usually
that's why
prostitutes
I thought
signing
it was
up.
because they wanted to recruit women also to possibly.
no.
No, they don't give a fuck
They
about
don't
that.
give
They
a
just
fuck
want them
about
to fuck the dude.
They just want to fuck.
I didn't catch that part. I really didn't. I thought that when they were asking questions that they probably wanted to incorporate their own like female space kind of thing too.
No.
Because she was
Not at
very
all.
brilliant.
Not
So-
at all.
Too
No, but that
brilliant
was
for
just
like-
that was just a thing.
So she
Gotcha.
gets
okay,
rejected.
now you filled me in on something.
So she gets rejected, and she gets rejected.
Because she fought someone.
No, she got was it no? She got rejected because she got pregnant. No,
That was
that's
after
before.
the fact.
That was after.
So yeah, she beat this girl up. So she got rejected.
But then the guy comes later
Robertson.
and says, you know, we're gonna keep
That-
it government secret and
Yeah,
this and that. And this
he's
and
like that whole space program shit was bullshit.
Right.
This was us trying to recruit you for this program to be a temporal agent.
Yeah.
Because you have no ties. You're an orphan. There's nothing keeping you. So you're the perfect candidate to be in this program.
Correct.
So while she's in this program, she's studying all that. She bumps into this guy.
Before that guy hit her up, she bumps into a guy.
Robertson is the head honcho of this whole thing.
Right.
Yeah, but before he
Yeah.
inducts her in the program, she bumps into
She
this
bumps
guy.
into this guy. They hit it
And
off.
She fall in love.
And they
she
fell in
fucks
love,
him and this and that.
and then they had, and then they got, and then she got pregnant.
And she got during the program, she realized that she was pregnant by that dude that she met,
Yes.
So
who disappeared in the middle of the night.
He ghosted her.
He ghosted her.
He
Got it?
goes. He was the first person to really do a ghosting.
Yeah. In the '60s, he invented
And be a
bullshit.
deadbeat
he,
too.
he invented ghosting and being a deadbeat dad at the same
and be a
time.
deadbeat.
Yeah, okay.
So,
Because I'm still trying to figure out how.
We gonna fill you
Yeah.
in if you listen. Stop cutting us off.
so
goddammit.
she's pregnant. She's pregnant. She has the baby. After she has the baby, they're like, "Yo, your body's fucked up.
Yeah.
You have 2 sets of organs." She's like, "What the fuck are you talking about? You have male organs and female organs, and
Yes.
in the process of getting the baby out, your female organs were all fucked up, so he took them out.
Yes.
Now you have all male organs, and you have to have a sex change."
Yes.
So she agrees, has a sex change, and
She didn't necessarily easygoing agree.
right.
She didn't want to.
She had no choice really.
Right.
So she has a sex change. She becomes a dude. She goes from Jane to John.
Right.
Yep.
You were on it.
So
Why they cut off her titties?
because this
She
is part
wanted
of
to
the
be
sex
a
change.
man.
It's
They
part of
had
the
to make
sex
her
She
a
didn't
man.
want to be a man.
What is part of the
They
sex
had
change?
to. It's part of the sex change.
I guess.
It was gender reassignment. She had to do it.
Right.
All right. Okay.
It's part
Although-
of her task.
Although you're right, they could have left her with titties though.
I mean, but if
She could have just been a trans woman, trans dude.
that too, but
Well,
they
trans
wanted
man,
her
actually.
to look like a real man.
Right. So this is when I kind of forget I
Bullshit.
forget some details.
This is where the movie fucked up for me. I was like, this is some stupid
Okay.
shit.
So now she's told Ethan Hawke this story. Ethan Hawke's like, "Word, I'm a temporal agent. We're gonna go back in time
And fix this.
and fix this. We're gonna make sure that you don't you kill the guy who got you pregnant and stood you up." So they go back. He's chilling in the shadows,
This is fucking
and then
retarded.
Jane, who is now John, is waiting for the guy that got Jane pregnant.
Which never shows up because
John
is the
is
one
Jane.
who runs into Jane
Yeah.
and fucks her.
So John fucks Jane.
Why
John
would you
fucks himself?
Hey, he fucks himself.
That's where I
Yeah.
as a woman.
why
Yes.
why wouldn't John be like, "Oh, that's me. I'm not gonna fuck me."
Why would you
Then the cycle's
want-
broken.
I mean, I figured.
Why, how can you fall in love with your old self?
Basically,
Yeah, that's the point.
I didn't-
That's why he said you got to know who you are. And
So
now
somebody,
you know,
well, we
when he
didn't say
sat on
this.
the
When
bench,
she had her baby, somebody came
Somebody
in the
took
middle
the
of the
baby.
night
Yes,
and
right.
took the fucking
Took the
baby.
baby.
someone took her baby.
Yeah.
After she had the baby, someone took the baby.
Right.
We didn't know
Somebody
at the time
took
who
the baby.
took the baby.
So now you got to tell me who's the fucking baby.
We'll get to that.
All right,
We'll get
go,
to it.
Go.
Because it'll make sense.
Go.
Kind
Because
of.
this is where I fell asleep. When John met Jane and John fucked Jane
So-
and she was talking to John. When John was talking to
It's
John
hard, I
about
know.
Jane.
I know it's hard.
Okay.
It's hard.
That's when I fell asleep.
No,
right
I get
there.
you. It's
I was
hard.
like, this is fucking retarded.
All right. So
I was on wine. I was drunk.
now
Oh,
I forgot what happens next.
wait. Also, I missed where you're going, but shout out to Space Ghost with another bottle of the best wine. I didn't know that he was on my level with wine.
This I'm above your level. Don't worry.
You're not above my level. You're not.
Oh shit!
I'm a princess. I highly doubt it.
I'm above your level.
We're gonna go to a winery. We'll do a taping
I've had
there.
more wines than you.
I highly doubt that.
What's your favorite wine?
That was on camera too.
And you can't repeat that.
That was pretty. You got crazy glue?
And a real wine person would know how to have a real wine glass where it wouldn't just break at the end.
Well,
of it.
this is from the studio. This is not mine.
But where were you left off? I'm sorry, so I can fill
I left
you
off where John and Jane meet.
at the schooling.
Yeah.
And then they go in the park and then they talk about basically he looks at her and he tries to figure.
He looks at himself, really.
Yeah, looks at himself and just tries to figure out.
How was he John?
We'll get to it.
He just tries to figure out what could he do to possibly change certain things when it came to her meeting him in the past.
Because they kept trying to kind of change it, right?
Right.
Okay.
And basically.
Just put in the plastic.
And
cup.
then also, here's a key category too, is because he's never been in love. So the only person he's been in love with is himself.
Yeah.
So that's why he went back to go find her so that he could remember, like, basically what it felt like to be in love with someone.
You're still confusing me. What happened to the baby?
We'll get to that.
So
it's still not there?
No.
But then you realize that the older John is sitting in the bench waiting on the old, basically, John and Jane, because he wants to bring John to attention, saying, like, now you know who you are, now you know about yourself, now I need you to help me fix, you know, the problems with what's going on with the bombing, and we need to attack this fizzle bomber and find out, you know, we got to change certain things and we got to go get it, got to go get the person.
Okay.
So
now what?
So then he goes back and meets Robertson, gives Robertson a piece of the bomb thing. And basically the piece of the bomb came from previously in the beginning of the movie.
When he's trying to defuse it. Right.
That there's a piece.
They go back to that point again. Right. And he gets a piece of the bomb.
To find out where did you get, Robertson sends Agent John back to go find out where he got the piece of the bomb from and trace it. Basically to just recollect everything, basically try to put all the pieces together. And
this is not telling me shit.
Wait.
And once he realizes that the same piece from the bomb is from a typewriter where
that's right,
where the typewriter is where they created the magazine with the Unwanted Mother.
The
Confessions of the Unwanted Mother was where he incorporated I Want to Be a Writer.
So basically the piece that from the bomb came from the typewriter that the person who was writing Confession of an Unmarried Mother came from.
Unmarried mother,
right. So at that point, Ethan Hawke, Agent John, goes to the place where the typewriter came from, the store that it came from.
Right.
And then what happens after that? I forgot.
And then once he realizes that he encounters some little floozy and realizes that he might have little feelings for her,
seems like a nice person.
Then bounces back and realizes that he needs to go back to the time where wash and dry laundromat to capture where he would usually probably, you know, wash his laundry at 1:40 something in the morning.
What the fuck?
I know it's kind of hard to, but once you realize, like, there was certain times that on a sheet where it tracked every single move of the fizzle bomber. That's
so
the
tracks
man,
him,
right?
He tracks him to a laundromat.
Right.
Goes into the laundromat, and it's the fizzle bomber is him.
Him, yes.
Okay. An older
that's when he
version
finds
of him.
out it's him who's bombing, killing all these innocent people.
Okay.
So in his mind, he's in the older version of Ethan Hawke. He's like, I've saved countless lives by bombing, by doing the bomb in 1975. I prevented other things from happening, and he pretty much did the math, and he said, well, this place I saved 300 people, well, this place I saved 500 people. So the amount of people that died in that bombing in 75 is less than the amount of people that would have died if I didn't bomb
Right.
If I didn't do the bombing in 75. So he's like, so the younger version of himself goes to kill him. He's like, you can't kill me. You should let me live, because if you kill me, you're gonna become me anyway. He's like, I'm not gonna become you, whatever. Shoots him, and then now here comes the reveal.
Mm-hmm.
The baby was stolen, correct?
Yes.
The baby was stolen by Ethan Hawke. Ethan Hawke went to the nursery, stole the baby, went back to the orphanage, and dropped off the baby, right? Which is basically
him.
Himself.
How is that himself?
Okay. So John and Jane have sex, right?
Yeah.
John and Jane basically have a baby.
Yeah.
That baby is John and Jane.
Yes.
It can't be.
Why not?
Because it's John and Jane Jr. It's like a different thing.
That makes sense, actually. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Even if you're fucking, like, if two twins fuck, it'd just be a retarded twin.
But they're not twins, really.
But
They're
it's
just
still
the same-
himself, and that's where I got that
That
part.
don't make
is that
sense.
it's
That
still
doesn't make
himself.
sense.
It's still
Maybe that's-
himself.
well, think
Maybe
about
that's
it.
probably what the director's saying. Like, no matter what, it's still gonna be me as the baby. You have two. That's where I thought. That's where
That don't
I
make sense.
incorporated.
Well, think
That don't
about it
make
this way.
sense. You're not making
That's
sense.
That's why John, Jane, whoever
Hold on, stop.
was born with two organs, two sets of organs.
Stop,
This is so
stop.
good.
This doesn't make sense. There's a loophole. There's a plot hole.
Okay.
If John and Jane, what year did they have sex?
It would have been 64.
Okay.
It's
He can't go
1964.
back to the orphan unless he went back in time in the orphanage.
Yeah.
Yeah,
to steal
but
the
it
baby.
shows him when he drops the baby off in front of the orphanage.
You're not hearing me. You're not hearing me. If the baby was born in 74, how can he go? He went back in time to when he wasn't born to drop off the baby?
Yeah, you can do that.
That's what he did? I'm asking
That's
you.
Yeah,
what
yeah.
it looked like
Or
from
he just
the movie.
stole the baby and dropped it at an orphanage.
No.
Because
He
then that
stole-
will be
No,
he
at a
went back
different
in
time.
time.
It'd be a
He
later
went back
time.
He
in
went back
time,
in time,
definitely.
stole the baby,
Mm-hmm.
and then went back
Further in time.
to drop the baby off at the orphanage.
Why would he do that?
I don't know.
Here's the thing. I just think that
That's why I was like, this is.
That doesn't make sense.
it's and you know what's so
Why not
funny?
just kill the baby?
One of my friends actually,
killing himself.
it's so funny because one of my friends actually said to me, "You're about to watch Predestination," because she listened to our podcast.
Yeah.
Shout out to you, Brittany B. Charles.
All right.
And she said, "You guys are watching Predestination. Good luck because it's a lot." And she was
Brittany,
like,
leave us a
and
5-star review on
It's
iTunes.
not a lot.
it is a lot because we're really trying to incorporate
It's not
and
a
figure
lot.
it out.
It's just stupid.
It is stupid.
It is stupid.
It is stupid. But
It doesn't make sense.
It's so funny. I read, and I didn't even
But you
read
gotta,
like.
if you look up, I googled the Predestination.
You googling shit. Like,
I looked
what I
up the
do.
reviews
You
too
cheat.
on it.
You be cheating.
No,
I
I
do
actually
research.
wanted to look.
That's a cheat.
You
research.
I don't know. I looked at reviews and comments and saw people like gave this 83%, and I'm like, really?
It's not bad.
No,
It's not bad.
It's just confusing.
It is confusing.
It's not confusing.
It is. If you don't watch the whole movie, I'm just
here's
like,
what
who's
I think
who?
the writer was
Here's
just
the
trying
thing.
to do.
No. There's plot holes all over. That's why y'all confused.
Okay.
But the plot, like the story is there, but the plot holes make it confusing.
What would have made this a better movie?
There's no way.
I don't like the way
no
the ending
fixing-
was either.
There's no fixing it.
I just feel like
What's the ending?
What was the
the ending was him in the bed with the tape recorder knowing everything that happened because he recorded everything with
Yeah,
the
he
tape
knows his
recorder.
own life. He knows himself.
He knows his own life. He's well aware, and it ends off that because
Shouldn't he have just
now
killed himself?
and now it just
That's why I
says
said you
like
should have just killed the baby.
and now it just says like, will you be able
The
to
baby
change
can't
the
be
future?
him though. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
The
The
ba-
baby cannot be him.
Technically, the baby.
But
isn't
who
him,
can
but
the
it
baby
is.
be then?
The baby is a whole different person. It's not him. That's a plot hole. You
Okay,
can't
so-
have two people fuck and then there's a baby and then this baby is the two people
But
that
it's not
fuck.
two people
That
fucking.
doesn't
It's
make
one
sense.
person fucking.
That's right. That's how I looked at it
It's
too.
one
It's
person
it's
fucking
one person
themselves.
fucking
It's a time
themselves.
loop.
Yeah, it's one person fucking themselves.
One person fucking themselves.
But that doesn't
that's
make
creating
yourself.
himself. Why wouldn't it? All
Well,
the
we don't know.
genes.
It'll
We don't-
make an alternate timeline to yourself. But then if he goes back in time and then drops it off, you can't. It just there's a plot hole.
That's
there.
why it's a predestination paradox because it's a continuous
It's an
circle.
ongoing
snake,
process.
It's a
right?
snake eating its own tail. It
Right.
just goes in a circle.
That's where I got the loophole.
Yeah,
from.
but it's technically they made
I'm not
their
saying
own.
it's smart.
Technically, it makes its own circle, but it's like a double circle. So if you start at a
Like
line,
a Venn
right?
diagram.
Yeah, if you start with a line, right? This is let's start with Jane, right?
Yeah.
Jane
as
is the line.
woman.
Jane
Yes.
to John.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Jane goes to John. Jane meets John. How does that happen?
By going back in time.
No, but how does that happen?
Because Robertson had created a time traveling
No,
from the
there
beginning.
has to be a time where John has to go back. So that's where the loop starts.
Right.
It can't be Jane goes up to this point and then meets
Yeah,
John.
no, you're right about
John
that.
would have
Okay.
to figure out the time travel and then go back.
Okay.
That's when the loop starts.
So the movie is suggesting that the loop begins when the baby's dropped off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which is wrong. That's
It
not
can't-
when the
it
loop
can't begin
begins.
there. Yeah, you're right.
It
can't
doesn't.
begin there.
Which just means the baby is bullshit. The baby is a plot hole. You cannot have that. Jane has to, at some point, figure out time travel and then go back to meet John.
Yeah, because the dates, if I remember correctly,
Okay.
the baby's born in 45.
You can't get me with the time shit. Because
The baby-
I
yeah,
get it.
I wanted
The
to keep
baby's
up with
born-
the times, but I
the
couldn't
baby's
do
born
it.
in
It was
45.
just annoying.
Right?
The baby's not born in 45.
Yeah, that's what they said.
When did John meet Jane?
1964.
So that's when the baby was born. They went back to 45 to drop the baby off.
Okay, all right, wait. Well, so follow me here. If the baby's born in 64,
That's when they fucked.
so how does so Jane the baby? They have to explain how Jane the baby gets to
45. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Okay, I get your
That's
point.
what I'm trying to tell you.
unless
He would have
the-
to go back
the
in time
cons-
to 45 to drop it off.
Unless-
the concession is that we're led to believe that the baby isn't born in 45.
And the bomber had to happen first. So Jane had to turn into John, become the bomber,
That's what
then
happened.
go back in time,
Right.
try to fix it again,
That's what happened.
fuck it up, go back in time, try to fix
So-
it again, fuck it up. It would have to be a whole thing.
So what if the baby?
I have a what if too after
Okay.
you're done.
What if the baby? All right, we know the baby.
Unless
wasn't
the
born-
baby is the bomber.
the baby is the bomber.
But
But like what if the baby? So okay, because we're watching this and we're like, okay, in our minds the baby's born in 45. The baby is not born in 45.
No.
but the
Baby's born in
baby, they
64.
even show the baby went through courses of growing up. So
Right.
it is the person that we're
Right.
talking about.
So the
not.
baby was never born in 45. The baby was
Placed in 45.
Okay. Yes.
Why?
That's
Why though?
Huh?
Why was the baby placed in 45 though? That's
maybe to a mental thing to start.
some
I don't
fucked up
know,
movie
but like
shit.
maybe, like I said, it was a mental thing. Probably was saying like you don't really know what it feels like to love yourself because her whole life she's been told she was ugly. She's been told she was a freak. She's been told all
And
these
they
other
showed
things.
that as the baby, right? They showed the
yeah,
baby
that's just
shit.
growing up.
As she was growing up, she went through stages of her life where she was called
Such
a freak,
stupid thing.
a moron, and all these other things, and no one ever really loved her. Maybe
What it is, it's like a fucking spiral.
but
Yeah.
that's what it is. That's why he kept saying,
What
you know,
if-
Not a snake eat not a circle.
Right,
it's not a
right,
circle.
yeah.
It's,
it's
definitely
just an
it's like a
ongoing
spiral.
process that
It's definitely
probably
a spiral.
And at the end, I just didn't understand the ending when
Is
it's
it-
talking about like, oh, you have the choice to change the future, but
Not
you've
really.
already
You
you've
don't.
already done the damage.
Yeah,
So
not
what
really.
what future could you possibly
Because
change?
he fucked up the past already.
Right.
Now, here's where now that I'm thinking about it more, I'm like, okay, if the bombing happened in 75, the baby's placed in 45. That means the bomber was 30 at the time. Which version of
It's somebody who made this movie who's fucked up on times.
yeah?
Someone wanted to play
'Cause
mind games with
They
people
wanted to
like
do
us.
it, but their times are fucked up. Their times, because these are things that happen in sci-fi movies. Like this is a little fucked up shit to it.
Yeah, if you take the baby out of the equation in general,
It'll make
yeah,
sense.
because you have to in order for this to work, you have to say to yourself, okay,
The baby can't be
the
there.
baby.
I really wish I
just
sat
can't.
at that table when they made this movie because
Yeah.
I really would be like, okay, where does this go?
Right, because you have to, in order for it to totally make sense, you have to tell yourself that, okay, if I go back in time and fuck myself,
Will myself
will
be
myself be born?
But that's how I looked at it, straight up.
But
I
we
looked at
don't-
it that
we
way.
don't know that.
Let me tell you something. The minute I watched this movie and the minute I encountered the whole bar scene, I knew this was that person was the bomber and they was
I
telling a
didn't-
story.
I figured
It
I
was
didn't
just
think-
too easy for me.
I figured that John.
I fucked up with the face fucked up shit. I didn't. I
No,
was like,
and
oh,
then
that's the
and
same
then
person. I didn't
and then
think
you
that.
know
And
what
the-
really verified my true statement is because when the bomber got bombed, the eyes
Yeah.
were just same as hers, same as his.
Yeah.
Which means they were one and the same.
Whatever.
By
I
the
was
way,
with the movie
I
to the
spent-
baby shit.
I spent the first 15 minutes trying to figure out why John Jane looked familiar, and she's on Succession on HBO. It's a good show.
I knew this movie. It was just for me. I knew automatically that they were talking to the same person.
I don't.
I caught that off the rip. Maybe because I like
That was
movies where
dumb. But
I like movies where I have to like
My
really
thing is-
think but
yeah, but this
figure
is my
shit
thing.
out.
Would you guys watch it high?
no.
Nah.
This is my thing.
No,
This is my
absolutely
thing.
not. Absolutely
What's the
not.
point of telling him the story if you already know the story?
Well, he said he wanted to hear a good story.
Yeah.
But what's the point of telling the story? You already know the story.
Just to
But
gain
he
his-
already
to gain his
knew
trust.
that. But that's the funny thing. He already knew that. That's why
To-
he said,
he-
"I'm here to get you.
Yeah,
I'm here to
it was
lure
get-
you
it
in.
was
You
to gain
sat at my
trust.
bar. I knew
Bullshit.
you were coming."
It was to gain trust
It was
Right.
bullshit.
because he knew his own story. He was like, "All right,
Exactly.
tell me the story. I'll gain your trust so I can show you, yo, I'm a temporal
I'ma
agent."
show you
It's
your
almost
life.
Like, it's almost like in See You Yesterday.
Can you pass
In or-
that wine?
Yeah.
Sorry.
In order, it's almost like in See You Yesterday, when the older brother said, "Bring the dog tags. I won't believe you unless you show me the dog tags." So that's kind of like her. That's kind of like his way of saying, "Tell me this story so you believe me." And like, yo, now that I've got your trust, I can trust you with something. Yo, I'm a temporal agent. So, and I'm gonna help you.
I guess. All right.
I'm
When
going to
you
show
get-
you that you're the real
I give-
bomber
I
at
give
the end
this
of the day,
movie
though.
a wine glass of Dippin' Dots.
I will give it half of this.
I'll give it half a cup.
Half a cup of Dippin'
Even
Dots.
though they said, I read the reviews and people were like, this is a really interesting movie.
Those
Oh,
are just
I
people
like-
that want to
That's
sound
interesting.
smart.
Those are reviews. And I
Did
read
you see,
reviews
Did
in
you see
it.
I Am Mother? You didn't see
What?
that? I Am Mother?
No.
What's that?
Netflix. The movie I told y'all.
No.
Nah, you didn't tell us that one.
I did.
Did
It's in
you?
the group chat.
It was.
I didn't
You
see
don't
it,
have to
though.
watch it now. That's right.
We will watch it. I
Off
started
the
watching
cuff
Rim of the World, but and I
fell
turned it
asleep.
off.
That black kid's funny.
I tried. I tried.
He's funny, but it's like
You know what? I gotta
there's
give
more
it.
cursing in
You
it
know,
than
I
was
have to
expecting.
really, really
Crazy.
have to sit down,
Crazy.
maybe while I'm away, and I get to relax and watch some.
What are you gonna watch on the flight?
Um,
You got anything planned to watch on the flight? You watch
Actually-
Handmaid's Tale?
you know what? My best friend Christina told me I should watch
should
that.
watch Handmaid's Tale.
I heard it's really,
I
really
was telling
good.
KJ to watch. He doesn't want to watch.
I'm
it.
gonna give Rim of the World another shot.
I don't like movie. I don't like shit that everybody likes.
But hey,
Wait,
what
but
if
that,
it's
you
good?
know what though? That makes
I
you
was just like
interesting.
really
'Cause
like.
Ballpark, you be throwing us some good movies. Like last week's was funny as
You know what you should
hell.
watch on
Like
the flight?
what?
True Romance.
I
True
feel like I've heard
Romance
that.
is fire.
Oh, no,
That
you know
was
what I
one
said
of
I
the
was
first
gonna
movies
watch?
you reviewed.
Yeah.
You know what I said I was gonna watch?
What?
Because I never did. Black Mirror.
Oh, you didn't watch
great.
Black Mirror?
No,
great.
okay. So here's the thing. I
You've
tried.
never watched it?
No.
Never.
Not
Not one
I have.
episode.
I did. I watched one episode where
Which
this man
episode?
was in a
Fucking a
mirrored
pig.
glass
Oh.
room, or in like a. It looked like he was in the future,
Oh,
and he.
6 million credits.
I don't know.
The one
And
with
I
Daniel
think-
Was he riding
Kaluuya.
a bike?
Yeah.
Yeah. He was
Oh,
riding a
yeah.
bike. So
Okay.
I tried to give it I really did. I really did.
That was a good episode.
And then
Yeah, it was.
I said, okay, maybe I'll try again. But I never got to try again. But it's so many reviews and everybody's telling me, you should watch it, you should watch it.
It's good.
Even my stepdad's like,
It's
yo,
good.
you should watch it. So I'm
If
gonna.
you haven't watched Black Mirror by now, you're just not gonna get into it.
That's
should
not
watch it.
true. That's not true. You,
Just do it.
Then
Watch
you're talking
it.
to me. Like, I gotta
So
fucking
just
watch
watch it.
this
Download
shit.
it right now on your phone before you
it's,
get on the
um,
flight.
I'm gonna try again.
You know
I'm
what
gonna
it is?
Download it
try.
on your
It's
phone before you
quick.
get on the flight.
It's quick.
It's
like
on
the first,
Netflix.
The first
Yeah,
season.
but
I have
pre-download
Netflix
it.
on my phone.
Yeah, but you can
You're not
download.
listening- you're not
you
listening
can
to
download the episode so that you
First
don't
of
have
all,
Download
your-
the episode.
First of all, both of
before
y'all
you get on the
volume is
flight.
on 10. It needs to be on 2.
I'm really like at a 4. Really.
Download it before you get on the flight. Yeah, please.
When's your flight?
tomorrow.
5:50 in the morning.
Yeah, do it.
do that
Do it
tonight.
now. Do it now.
Okay,
We'll be
we'll do
leaving.
it after we finish it.
Yeah.
God damn, like the.
Because if you haven't seen Black Mirror, it's like where do you
It's
like where
it's
you
so
at?
good. It's so good.
What
It's
do you
like you're
mean?
not even
It's not
part
that-
of this.
It's not that
earth.
many episodes.
It's like you
I
haven't
could
watched Game of
definitely-
Thrones.
But I could definitely binge this. I'm just saying
Yeah.
I gave it a try and I
It's a
couldn't.
long
I wasn't
binge.
feeling it.
But now it's a
Why'd
long
you start with
binge.
that
All
episode?
right.
They just put out 3 more episodes.
Because my brother and his wife was watching it one
Okay,
night, and
okay.
I came over and they was watching it, and I tried to give it a go, and
That's
I
what-
thought it was okay, and I was just like, I don't know
I
if
was
I could really
I was
get
hooked from
into
the
it.
first episode.
Is it considered
All different.
sci-fi-ish?
Like
yeah,
Twilight Zone.
yeah.
I love Twilight Zone,
Yeah.
the original 1960s Twilight Zone, because
Yeah.
I still watch
No,
that.
this is like
more
Twilight
like a
Zone on steroids.
yeah, like an updated version.
Then I'll okay. I love Twilight Zone.
You
I
like-
used to
you-
watch Twilight Zone with my mother.
What's your
And
favorite episode
my
of Twilight Zone?
uh,
I've got one.
That's a hard.
that's
thing to
hard.
have.
There's my two favorites are the.
What's your favorite episode of Black Mirror?
Ooh,
Fuck Twilight Zone.
that's a good one.
There was an episode of Twilight Zone where, remember the neighbors, everybody in the neighborhood thought that there was like some kind of space alien thing going on. That's one of my episodes that I like. I think it was called like The Neighborhood or something, where everybody was accusing this kid of being the culprit.
Yeah, I've seen that. I think I've seen
That's a good one.
My two favorite episodes of Twilight Zone is the one with the monster on the wing.
Uh-huh.
The guy that sees the monster on the wing, and the one where the guy, he's the last person on Earth, and he fucks up his glasses. He's like super antisocial, hates everybody.
Okay.
And then he's left in the world so he can read, and then he fucks up his glasses and he can't read. My favorite episode of Black Mirror, it's either Hang the DJ, the one
Which
with
was
the one where you the dating.
I'm really
And
impressed
the-
that
the-
you
the
remember
daytime
the
Yeah.
the fact that you remember these titles. I'm so impressed. Like you
No,
could
this
turn
is so-
you could turn a
Black-
woman on just because you know these
No, Black Mirror.
subtitles of the movies.
See that? Turn it on.
It's impressive.
How is that
Hang-
impressive?
Hang the DJ is
It
good.
is because he remembers the titles of the shows.
I can't. I don't remember all of them, but the one.
Your favorite ones, you do.
The I remember. I don't forget the one. One of the ones I like is the one where the kid has to do the tasks.
The kid has to do.
Remember
the
they were blackmailing him.
What are you talking about, bro?
The one where he's
Oh
like
my
they
God.
blackmail the kid and he's got to
This
like.
is the last season.
This
what season
was maybe season 2 or 3.
They blackmailing the kid. And he has
Yeah,
to do the
remember
task.
when they like they're filming him through his laptop and it was like
Oh,
Yeah.
when he jerked off and shit.
Okay.
Yeah,
Out of
yeah,
everything
yeah,
this
yeah.
motherfucker remembers.
No, because that's
he
a
just
crucial
remembered
part of
that
the
he-
show.
It is a crucial part of
Jerked
it. It's a
off.
crucial part of
Because
the
I'm asking. Why
I didn't
want to
give too much away. I didn't want to give too much away.
But
Yeah,
that's right,
the too much away is the jerking off part.
No,
No.
It's not.
It gets wild.
It gets way crazier than that.
All right,
What's his
so
name?
you know what? I'm gonna give it a go because
I
both
did
of
like
you
that
are my
episode.
boys.
Yeah.
But the second episode of the new season is kind of like that episode too.
Smithereens, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The
You guys are
and
my
there's a lot
boys.
of- there's a lot of
I
really good
trust you.
British actors on it.
All right.
Fucking Captain, yo, oh my god! I'm glad we brought this
my
up.
man.
Yo.
This fucking Captain America
Yo.
shit in the
My
Black Mirror,
black
bro.
Captain America.
Yo,
man
Black
is
in
on
America?
there.
Fuck that nigga, bro.
I love
Dead ass.
him.
Not when you watch Black Mirror.
Did you ever watch?
Oh shit.
Yo, honestly, so Space Ghost's been a little tipsy before
Right?
we even started the show. So if
Did
you
you-
Nah,
one,
yo.
you're on.
I gotta talk about this, bro. I
Hold on,
might
hold on.
spoil it for her. Like,
Did you
I,
ever watch The Get Down?
Who's in it?
the Get Down,
The one.
Captain
dude from
America,
Pikachu.
dude.
No, he's not in it. He's not in it.
the dude from Pikachu,
Yeah.
Okay.
The light-skinned-
No,
light-skinned
no,
dude?
no.
Never
But
saw it?
okay.
about hip hop.
Yeah.
No.
Nas
Never saw that.
was like the producer.
You know, I'm very picky with my movies.
It's not a
So
movie,
this
it's a
guy,
show.
I
I'm
can't
very
remember
picky
what
about
else
my shows too.
I gotta find the actor because this guy is
Yo, fuck that. Fuck Anthony.
Anthony Mackie?
Yeah, fuck that dude, bro. I don't like him.
Wow, the hate is real.
I don't like him, bro.
The hate is real.
Especially because
I don't want
and his wife in that show in Black Mirror was hot, bro.
She
And I'm
was-
like,
she
yo,
was a
what
bad
the
girl,
fuck?
yeah.
Like, what's wrong with you?
The show, obviously.
Nah.
What was the name of that episode?
That episode,
Something Vipers.
Striking
Striking
Vipers,
Vipers.
fucking homosexual bullshit. Yo, that
Wow,
shit was crazy,
first of all,
bro.
Don't.
I mean,
Watch that. You should start with Striking
Don't start-
Vipers.
don't
No, you guys. If
Yo,
you're gonna
start
put me
with
on to
that.
something, I want to watch from the beginning.
No, it's not. It doesn't. Each
okay,
episode
but you want me
doesn't
to watch that? Can I talk about?
start with the
Okay.
start with Striking Vipers.
All right.
Each episode
Those
does
are-
not correlate
those
to
are
the other
like-
one.
those are
Start
like-
with Striking Vipers.
Yes. Okay. So the episode that I did watch, though, was that an okay episode that I
that was
watched?
alright. Yeah,
Okay.
that was okay.
So your volume can go back to 10. It's okay. You guys can yell at me for that one.
All right, let's go next movie.
Hold on, I want to find this actor. I just wanna-
X-Men, The Dark Phoenix. I
The
have
Dark
a lot.
Trash
The
Bag.
Dark Trash. Oh yeah. Okay. So, yeah,
Oh,
I date him. I would date
he's
him.
gonna be in Aquaman 2.
Ugh.
Aquaman
He deserves
first was.
it. He
Oh
deserves
my
a
god,
trash movie.
Aquaman was.
Baywatch.
bad.
He was in fucking Baywatch. That's what it was.
He's
It was
in
like,
another movie too, though.
he's in a bunch. He's in.
These are all movies that I knew for a fact was going
He's
to
gonna
be
be in
trash
Candyman.
that I didn't want to watch.
Huh?
He's gonna be in Candyman.
Yo,
Okay.
Jordan Peele
Oh,
is
he
doing
was in
Candyman.
Us.
Yeah, he's in Us.
He was in Us.
Yeah.
They're
He
doing
played the dad.
Candyman.
He's the dad in
I
Us.
think
played
they
the
should
dad
leave
in
Ca-
Us. That's what
Why-
it was.
first
Jordan
of
Peele
all,
is doing Candyman.
Why are people remaking movies? Like sometimes you just need to leave shit alone. When I
No,
was
but he's
a
using
kid,
the same actor though.
Yeah, like,
So I think
the
it's a sequel.
Candyman, like
Yeah.
the actual.
The actual
oh my
dude.
god! Then I will not. Let me tell you something.
Candyman said the shit
Candyman
on
is
me.
my shit.
Yo, and you know what? Remember I
Candyman
said
said the shit out
I
of
seen
me.
a trailer that's like Terminator,
Yeah.
but that was Rambo. They're making another Rambo.
Oh, okay.
Are you gonna see it? I'm not gonna see that shit.
I didn't see the
I
trailer.
don't
No,
wanna
we
see it.
should
I just
see it.
saw
We
the
should
thing.
see it.
80-year-old Sylvester Stallone.
No,
outta
no.
Nah,
What
I'm
is
watching that.
Sylvester
Last
Stallone?
Blood. It's
But
fire.
is it? But it's not Sylvester Stallone as the like.
It's Rambo.
Yeah.
I
he's
know,
Rambo.
but I'm just saying that's the old one. But is there a new character playing the
No.
young like?
No,
or is
No,
it
it's
still him?
Stallone.
Oh, then I don't want to watch that. That
It's
must
called.
be so-
It's called
he
Last
needs to-
Blood.
oh no, he needs to sit the fuck
He's
down.
got
Nah,
no
hell
blood
no.
left. He's all HGH.
No, he needs to sit the fuck down. It's a wrap.
Last steroids, more like.
Yeah. It's a
Yo,
wrap.
why y'all hate, man?
I'm not
I
saying
mean,
that bullshit.
listen, just
Yo, the see X-Men, the trailers was the best part of X-Men, and I didn't even want to watch the trailer.
wow, that's
Okay,
impressive because
let's-
you never watch
I don't
trailers.
like trailers,
let's
but
get
because they showed Star Wars gave me goosebumps.
Oh my
Yeah.
god! So
Yeah,
I
give
definitely
me
text both of
goosebumps.
y'all because I am so excited about Star Wars.
Yeah, so am I.
That shit gave me goosebumps.
Yo, the trailer for I really could have caught an
Crazy.
orgasm from watching
I was
that.
tight. I
It
like,
was so
fuck.
good.
I was like, I gotta see this. I was like, shit.
I
I was like, I
text-
gotta watch.
Ladies and gentlemen, I text the guys in the chat and said, "Yo, Christmas, Star Wars. There's no doubt about
Oh,
it."
yeah.
Star
for sure.
Wars is crazy.
Cause I
That
have
looks
never
crazy.
been so excited for. I don't know. It just looks like the writers got their shit together for this one.
Nah, everybody knows it. I already know what the ending's gonna be.
It's basically, it's repeating 4, 5, and 6.
From
Yeah, not really.
A little bit.
I'm excited.
What's
We
the
gotta
name-
see
what's the
that.
name?
It's Empire Strikes Back.
What's the name of her dad?
No, I'm sorry, not Empire Strikes Back. It's Return of the Jedi, basically.
You think
It's
so?
Return of the Jedi, but
So who's the dad?
who's dad?
Who's Ray's dad?
That's a
Can
good
I
question.
can I
That's the
just
only thing that's
can I
gonna-
just
You
say
don't know?
something? When
You
we
know?
do
I'm.
You think it's Luke? It's not Luke.
I know writers, so I can assume that it's not
Oh.
Luke. It's
No.
you know writers.
Lando?
no.
Black Dad would be great.
It's what's the name?
Ooh.
It's Harrison Ford. It is. It's got to be. That's his brother.
Oh,
Kylo's got to be her
yeah,
brother.
makes
Like it
sense,
has
yeah.
to.
Yeah.
Can I
that
just
makes
say
That's why they link it
something?
and all this shit. It has to be like
When
that.
we watch Star
I
Wars
believe.
on
I don't know.
Christmas, can I bring my uncle on the show? And
Yeah,
I'm
no,
gonna
bring-
tell you
bring
why.
whoever.
Yeah.
My uncle has had comic books.
He read the books.
He read
Did he
the
read
books.
the Yoda
You can
sequel
ask my
in
uncle
between?
any fucking
How old's
question
your uncle?
about Star Wars, DC, Marvel, everything. He is like your
Fuck
boy.
DC, bro.
He's
Fuck
like your boy.
DC.
I know, but he's like your boy.
In the Joker movie, I saw the trailer. It's just trash, bro.
No.
No,
it's gonna be good,
I
bro.
thought it was good. I hate you.
Hell
this is why
no.
we cannot. This is
Hell
why.
no.
This is why we
don't
don't allow
show
him
me the
to watch-
trailer. Do not show
This
me
is
trailer.
why, because yo, I
watched the
saw the
trailer. That
trailer
shit is
for
trash,
Joker.
bro.
Hold on.
That shit
When you
looks
go to the
trash.
movies, let me go.
I
when you go to the
posted it
movies,
on
you
This
my
just
nigga was
wait.
like-
dancing in the Bronx. Like this shit is trash,
No,
bro.
first of all, I posted this like months ago saying I cannot wait to see this
It's gonna be
because Joaquin Phoenix
Yeah.
finally got the name right.
It's trash, bro.
Nah, man, I'm gonna see that. I
No,
can't wait.
it
What makes it
looks
good?
really good.
It looks
It looks
different.
what? It doesn't
It's
look
just
good.
different. It's
Yes,
different.
it does.
It just shot good. It's not. Doesn't look good.
It's different. It's
You know
not
what?
the
Why
same-
don't you start
it's not
fucking
the-
creating some
Did you watch
movies
Swamp
and
Thing on the DC app?
I thought I thought they pulled a plug on that.
Or what?
Didn't they pull the plug on Swamp Thing?
No, they got it on the DC app. They got Swamp Thing on the DC app.
Yeah.
They got the
Titans.
something else.
Yeah, I heard about it. I'm not a
Shit is
dude.
boot.
It'll
really
be
a
funny
movie.
if it's really fucking good and then you renege on your
On Joker,
statement.
if it's good, I'll tell you it's good. But it looks trash.
Yo, I thought the trailer was dope.
How? What is so dope
Gary
about it?
Goldman's in it.
What's so dope about it? Because these people are in it. What's so
No,
dope
no, no.
about it?
I
love
just
Gary- I
thought
love
that
Gary
the
Goldman.
whole the things that I saw with the whole
What
scene
is what
were-
is dope about it?
I like personally.
It's a
I,
it's about nothing. It's literally about Joker just being the Joker.
it's his
No, this
origin
is about
story.
Joker in the beginning of
It's
knowing
no,
who
it-
he
there's
was.
There's never been a Joker origin story because there's no real
Right.
definition as to
yeah, and there's a reason because it's trash.
No,
Joker as a character? Joker's one of the
absolutely
best
not.
characters.
Joker's
They're gonna
one
fuck
of the
it up.
best
I'm telling you.
characters.
I hope not.
don't show me trailers to movies because now I have an expectation in the movie.
Do you wait until you wait outside?
No, he probably wait.
I probably get some. No, but I usually watch trailers at the movie.
Yeah.
I don't want to. Certain trailers I don't want to see.
So do you like time it? You just wait outside. You're like, all right, that sounds like the movie.
Sounds like the movie starting. The lights are going down.
Minutes,
the lights are dimming down. It's time for me
I'll
to
get
go
popcorn.
in.
I get stuff.
I missed the majority.
I usually catch the trailers sometimes at movies.
I'm gonna have to say when I saw the trailer of Joker, I even posted and I said
when it came on, I said, "Oh, this is Joker. This is." Then I started watching. I'm like. Oh,
I thought it was good.
They fucked it up.
You're entitled to your own opinion, but if that shit is really
what
good,
makes you think it's good?
If that shit is good, I owe you 3 shots.
How it can't be that good, bro.
Shouldn't
What?
if it's he's saying it's not good? Shouldn't he give you something?
No, I'm saying like if it ends up being good and he says that it's good,
He's got to take 3 shots.
he's got to. No, he's gonna buy me three shots.
Yeah. Okay.
If it's bad, I'm gonna buy you 3 shots. We're gonna
Alright,
pick a
fine.
bar and we'll go there.
I'll buy you a bottle. Fuck it.
You buy me a bottle, then I'll buy you a bottle.
Okay, I'm not getting in on that because I'm poor, but you know,
Bottles is less expensive.
Wine bottles, that's what we like.
get you a bottle of Moscato, like $10.
Barra Moscato, the thoughty of the thought drinks.
Juice. Juice.
Get him a wine cooler.
It looks trash, bro. He was dancing in the Bronx, like. It's nothing really good.
That's the only
to
thing
it.
that's gonna annoy me about certain movies.
It looks like it just looks like a movie that's. It's like, oh, it's a Joker. It looks like a regular ass movie, and they just.
I didn't get
I'll
that.
tell you what, it's gonna be the best DC movie that they make besides Shazam.
I didn't get that from what you feeling. I got something different.
Dark Knight was good, bro.
Dark Knight is still one of my favorite.
If you're talking about
points.
DCEU,
Listen,
all right,
the Joker shit is gonna be whack.
Let's talk about.
I'm sorry, guys. It is.
Let's talk about a movie that actually is trash.
He's bugging. Don't listen to him.
Dark
I
Phoenix.
seen another trailer too.
What'd you saw? The cop movie thing
What kind of movie?
with
Batista?
Black Panther dude.
Batista. I saw Batista's thing.
Wait, what?
The Black Panther dude
T'Challa?
that's gonna star in as a cop and
No,
trying
I
to
didn't see
kill.
that.
You didn't see that?
I saw the Batista movie. I saw that.
The Uber one? With the,
Yeah, I
Mel?
saw that too.
I
I
saw
saw
that.
that. So you missed the cop one because Black Panther dude is coming out with a movie
No, I didn't see
with him
What's his name
basically
again?
fighting cops,
Huh?
like
What's
good
his
cop,
real name
bad
again?
cops.
that. Batista.
No, I forgot what the name of that dude is.
I've been calling him T'Challa for 3 years. now.
No, I didn't see that movie.
T'Challa
There was
dude.
another
his name?
movie though.
But he's coming out with a movie where it's like good cop fights bad cops.
Oh,
And I saw that trailer
it's like
for it,
his
and I was
dad
like-
was like a cop, and like
so it's like good cops fight bad cops. Like I'm
Yeah,
trying to
yeah.
capture
Cop
all.
movie?
Of,
A good cop movie now.
I know, right? Because they're really trying to make it seem like they're
I
fucking
feel
great.
like he must. You know how like actors will be like, I'll do this movie for you, but like I want
it
to do
was
my own
it.
shit.
Yeah, I saw it already.
The trailer. Yeah, I'd seen that.
Coming out
before.
with it too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
I like the cast. I do like the cast.
Oh, I saw Spider-Man. This trailer.
Oh, I saw that
yeah.
too. I saw
It
it.
pissed me off, but I saw it.
I saw that too.
I saw that. Yeah, that's,
I thought it was kind of funny for like the little things that
it's-
they said.
they shouldn't have put out
They
the trailer
scaled
when
back,
they
I
did.
think.
Yeah, they
I
put,
gotta watch the movie. I think it's gonna be good. But
Because this is now after Tony died
yeah.
and how he's coping with it and stuff. And
did they say that in the trailer when people watched it?
When the first
And-
trailer dropped,
Really?
it dropped before Endgame.
And they showed that he was upset about Tony Stark.
no, in the trailer in the beginning, what's
They
his
didn't
name
show that
says
part.
like,
No,
"Yo,
no,
I'm."
so the
Because the
first
trailer I saw,
the
he talked about
right.
Iron Man.
So the first
yeah,
trailer
yeah,
that
same.
dropped,
That's the one I saw.
the first trailer that dropped
yeah,
way back. Remember, it came out.
I didn't see a trailer. Then.
Right. So the first trailer that dropped before Endgame, and people were upset because it was like, oh well, he got snapped. That means he's back.
Yeah,
So people were like, all right, this takes place after
Oh, why
Endgame.
would they do that?
Right.
yeah.
The second trailer that dropped. The most recent trailer that dropped came out right after
Tony
Endgame.
died.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
Right after Endgame, but people still hadn't seen Endgame. They were like,
Oh,
so
and they still spit the
okay.
beans on.
but what they
Iron
did
Man?
was
Yikes.
I remember because I watched it on
Marvel
YouTube.
Fucked up.
I watched it on YouTube. It was Tom Holland. He's like, if you haven't seen Endgame, don't watch this trailer.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So they did tell
Okay,
people, listen,
okay.
if you haven't seen the Endgame, do not watch this trailer. But now it's like whatever.
But they should. But why put it out?
Because
they-
Endgame is almost over out of
Well,
movie
why put it
theaters
out?
and now.
no, but what you're right. Why put it? Because they wanted to capitalize on momentum. They knew the movie was coming out in July.
They're gonna get the momentum. Like
Right.
what?
They
What do
moved
they
the-
need
they
the
moved-
momentum for?
They knew the movie was coming out in July.
Yeah.
They weren't gonna push it.
Jake Gyllenhaal really looks like Tobey Maguire in this movie. Though.
We talked about that
He
before.
does look like Tobey Maguire. In this
He was
movie.
like
I don't
Tobey
get
Maguire.
that.
We were talking about that. He was like Tobey Maguire's in the movie. He's like, no, he's not. He's like, it's Jake Gyllenhaal. He's like, Okay, what they look alike?
No,
Yo,
they don't. Absolutely
what?
They
not.
look
Jake Gyllenhaal and Tobey Maguire look nothing alike. First of all, Tobey Maguire is a redhead. That's first of all.
No, he's not a redhead.
Well, like a brunette redhead. I mean, like, they look nothing alike.
Are you crazy?
I'm not crazy. I know what the fuck I'm talking about. That's Toby.
Yeah.
Yes, I get it.
And
Tell me they don't look alike, please.
no,
Please tell me these two
nothing.
people don't look alike.
I mean, all white people look alike, but
That's not
These
true.
niggas look the same.
First of all, that's not true.
These niggas look the same,
they
bruh.
don't.
No, they don't.
Are you
Absolutely
crazy?
not. First of
Leave a
all,
comment if you
I
think-
would
Are
so
you
fuck both
crazy?
of them. That's one. And then second,
So that picture on the bottom right kind of makes them look similar.
Hold on,
first
hold
of
on.
all, Jake Gyllenhaal, I would definitely be with him because not only is he a Scorpio, I believe he is.
Look at
fine.
this. Tell me that
No,
doesn't look like Toby.
guys, we're looking at two
Not really.
pictures close to close of Toby and Jake, and Space Ghost is really trying to
Bruh,
compare the two.
Tell me this doesn't look like Tobey Maguire.
No,
Tell me that doesn't look
absolutely
like-
not.
How did that not look like him?
Absolutely not.
You're
Absol-
bugging.
Where?
Where? In the face.
You're No, you're bugging. You're bugging.
Yo, what?
You are so bugging. First of all, the fact that
Are
they
you
got both of them
crazy?
playing Spider-Man.
How does that not look like Tobey Maguire?
I cannot believe he really compared these two. You guys, we were really looking at two pictures
Yo,
of both of them together, and
are
he's
you
really
bugging?
comparing the
They don't look
two.
alike.
Nothing alike.
Who's that
Not a
third guy?
goddamn thing.
Wait, who's that third guy right there?
I don't know. That doesn't look like any of them.
Who is that?
That's Jared
Oh,
Hudlin.
that's so.
The dude from Born Legacy, he says.
Born Legacy.
But this is brothers. This is them and brothers. Tell me they don't look alike.
No.
I never saw that movie. Was that movie good?
That
Brothers
movie's
is
incredible.
good. I
Yeah?
love
That movie's
Brothers.
incredible.
Like, Brothers
is
and it
good.
look because they look alike.
Brothers is
It
also
looks-
with
it's even better.
Mark Wahlberg.
No,
No,
Right?
no, no, no. That's four brothers.
Four brothers.
That's a good movie.
Brothers is Jake. Wait, no.
He comes
Jake
back from,
is
like,
Tobey
Iraq or
Maguire
Right.
going to Iraq, and they thought he died.
And he comes back
and
and
then Jake
Jake is
Gyllenhaal
fucking his
fucks
wife?
his wife and shit.
Yeah.
Because they're brothers and they look alike.
I think I've seen that. I have. It's just I'm trying to remember the whole plot of the movie.
By the
That's
way,
the plot. I
if
just
that,
told you.
that Garrett Hedlund guy was in Four Brothers
How does that not look like Tobey Maguire, bro?
because it looks like Jake Gyllenhaal.
You
why.
really
You
just compared
crazy?
two
That's
white
why.
guys that look nothing alike
They look
together.
exactly-
I mean, in fairness,
well,
white
they
people do
do
look
look
alike. I will say that.
White
They
people
look
do
alike,
not look
bro. Look.
alike.
Yeah, they do.
Who's that?
No.
That's Jake Gyllenhaal.
That's
That's
Jake
Tobey
Gyllenhaal.
Maguire.
No,
They
You're
just gave you
bugging.
they gave you the okie doke.
Yo, you're
They gave you the
you're
okie doke,
almost-
and y'all said it. Y'all just said it.
You
They
know-
put Tobey Maguire right there, and you said
Jake
it's Jake
Gyllenhaal.
Gyllenhaal.
That is
didn't
Jake
you?
No.
No, that's Tobey Maguire.
That's Jake Gyllenhaal right there.
That's Tobey Maguire. No, wait, it's not. That's
So
the
it's
Spanish
that.
guy from.
That's Jake.
That's
Jake
Jake.
Gyllenhaal.
No, that's Jake.
They look nothing alike.
nothing
Are you
Nothing.
so who's this?
Jake.
That's Toby.
Nah,
Do you
no.
think Toby?
No,
Exactly.
you're fucking
Yeah,
bugging.
see,
That's
I mean,
close.
fuck, see, I told
That's
y'all.
close. I will
That's
say.
not close.
Yo, they look the exact same. Son.
Do you think Tobey Maguire? And the
my-
funny, the
my
caption
guess-
says, "Do you think Tobey Maguire and Jake Gyllenhaal look alike?"
Yeah, because this is a controversy.
No,
What
they
this
don't
website
look
says,
nothing
isn't it?
alike. But that's a good. I can tell a
What are people
difference.
saying? So
On
wait, you see that comment?
I can
Says
tell a
no,
difference.
not at all.
And they don't. But on a drunk night, they probably do. On a drunk night, they probably do. And then you know
No,
what?
not at all.
I'll tell you what.
They
When
said
the,
they both look like Elijah Wood.
oh, Elijah Wood. Now, Elijah Wood
Yo,
and Tobey
what?
Maguire. Now, if you would have said
Elijah
Elijah
Wood
Wood and
doesn't
Tobey
look
Maguire,
alike.
I used to think that they looked alike.
Weren't they in a movie together when they were kids?
No, Lord of the Rings.
Those are rings.
No, I mean like I'm saying like they would never look alike, but I'm saying like Elijah Wood
know-
definitely
you know
looks
who
like
does
Tobey
look alike?
Maguire.
You know who does
Now
look like?
that I can agree with you on. But when the let me tell you something, but when the lights go off, I don't fucking care.
That niggas is bugging.
You know who does look alike?
How can you say these two people don't
You ever
look
watch?
alike?
You watch Law and Order? SVU.
Look at that shit. How can you say these two people don't look alike?
There's
Not-
similarities.
How can you say that these two people don't look alike?
Because they
It's a
don't.
good, very good looking picture. I would still fuck them both.
Honestly. Look,
So,
Look
obviously, to all of America, the largely accepted fact that Jake Gyllenhaal and Tobey Maguire look alike.
maybe they're the same person. You're just fucking with us.
No. Oh, okay, because now we're back to Predestination too.
Oh, they went back.
This is Jake
They fucked
and
themselves.
Toby.
They fucked each other.
Yo,
Fucked
this is
each other.
so
And they had a
funny.
baby.
And they had a baby, and they went back in time and put it in the Spider-Man
Who's that
movie,
baby?
and they
Oh
put him in
my
a
God.
Spider-Man
Who's
movie.
that baby?
Toby.
Yo, no, this is not
Toby
gonna
has to
work
be the
at
baby because he has to
all.
be Spider-Man
At
first.
all.
So Detective Stabler from SVU and Elias Koteas look exactly
I
alike.
don't know who any of those people are.
Look that up. Type in.
All right, we do this after.
All right, that's mind blowing. I thought they were the same person for like 10 years.
Nah, these are the same
Okay.
people. I thought these people were the same
Now
people.
we're on to what we were scheduled to watch
So,
too,
Dark
which was
Phoenix.
X-Men: The Dark Phoenix.
The trashiest movie ever.
Super trash.
I agree.
So bad.
It's a spoon of
And then I
different
said
guys.
to you know what I said, ladies and gentlemen, to the guys in the chat, I said Logan will still be my number one.
Yeah.
Forever one.
What,
Because
Marvel
I don't.
movie or
Yeah.
more than Deadpool?
Logan's your number one Marvel movie?
Wait,
I would say
you
yeah.
count-
More than
wait,
Avengers?
Wait.
No,
Well,
not more
let's-
than
let's break
Avengers.
the
Now
distinction
you're comparing
that there's
something
Fox
different. I'm just saying
and
now
there's
with
MCU.
All right, hold on. This
I'm
is what,
just saying
this is,
now
this is
when
my
they're
gripe.
splitting everyone up, that Logan will still be my number one.
But Logan was a Marvel movie, no? Or was it?
No,
it was part of Fox
Fox.
still?
Fox still. Yo, I
Fox
just
is the
had
only-
a
that's the
debate
only movie Fox
too.
did good.
I just had
Because they specifically asked to get the R rating.
And I just had a whole conversation with a couple of people about that because Hulk is still under Warner Brothers too. Did you know that? I didn't know that.
Yeah, but Disney bought all that shit.
Disney bought
Disney,
everything now.
and so now I'm wondering how this is gonna happen.
Well,
Now
Disney's
Disney's gonna
rebooting X-Men.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. But
Thank the fucking Lord. Thank you.
I
Disney and
just
MCU are
finished
gonna
having a
reboot it.
conversation
They
about
said
this
that?
with a couple of people.
Yeah,
about
because this shit needs a whole reset.
yeah.
19 years.
Whoever did Deadpool got to start doing X-Men. Because this shit needs a whole reset, bro.
Oh yeah, definitely.
This Dark Phoenix shit.
They,
you know what?
They did this already.
You know
The
what?
last
Let me tell you
X-Men
something.
Last Stand was this movie.
Hold on.
But not as good.
Hold on. Hold
Uh,
on. Every X-Men movie is trash.
no,
First Class was
no, First Class.
trash.
No, First Class was okay.
All of these
No.
X-Men movies, for some reason,
Apocalypse was garbage.
all these X-Men movies seems like a WB fucking series.
But
Yeah.
they were still under, I
Every last
believe,
one of
Warner
them.
Brothers at the time, so it probably still would be a
But I'm saying
WB
the look
movie.
of it,
Yeah.
the powers, the special effects, everything is cheesy and trash.
Yeah.
Everything.
The First Class was okay. Days of Future Past.
I don't think every
Days of Future Past
X-Men
would've
movie
been-
was what. Okay,
Days of
when
Future
they
Past was
originally
bad.
had the
Days of Future Past
original
a little
one.
bit.
Days of Future Past was
The
okay.
action in every movie is trash.
But here's the thing about Days of Future Past. For whatever reason, it's just I'm very upset about this.
Because it's
Yeah.
trash.
Whatever it is, Fox does not trust Marvel fans because
Why?
if you read Days of Future Past, and I'd like to ask your uncle about this too. If you read Days of Future Past, the comic book,
Yeah.
Wolverine doesn't go back in time. It's Kitty Pryde,
No, because they wanted the fucking
the most popular. Yeah, they want the Hugh Jackman to go back in time.
Nobody gives a fuck about Hugh Jackman.
Honestly, if the story's good, we don't give a fuck about Hugh Jackman.
And obviously watching this movie, they need Hugh Jackman because it's fucking trash.
Yeah.
It flopped. It was a big flop.
This is trash, bro.
So you want to?
I was very,
Let's recap
like-
it real quick. I don't wanna
Okay.
spend
You
too
don't have to
much time.
recap. It's Phoenix.
Yeah,
the-
no, we
they
have
go
to
space,
recap. What are you talking
The
about?
blow up of Sun Star that has nothing to do. They don't tell you nothing
They don't
about
tell you anything
nothing.
about it.
That's the part I
So,
didn't like.
alright.
Where the fuck did it come from?
So
I need to know
nothing
where did it
about
come
nothing.
from.
Let's start from the beginning. It's 1975.
It's 1994.
No. It's 1975 in the beginning. Jean Grey,
1994.
1992. But before that,
92.
Hello?
taking phone calls on the podcast.
You said to ask my uncle a question.
No, we not now.
I'll call you right back. I
Jake
had a
Gyllenhaal
question to
look
ask
like
you about
Tobey.
X-Men, Uncle David.
No, ask him. No,
Hold
put
on,
it-
Uncle David. I have a question. We saw X-Men
Put on
Dark
speaker,
Phoenix,
put on
and I got a
Put on
question.
speaker.
Hold
No,
on.
put on speaker,
Are you
put on
ready to
speaker.
answer?
Put on speaker.
Okay. What's the
Put it
question?
next to your mic.
So
okay.
So the question is, who in the comic book who went back in time in the Days of Future Past arc?
Well, I can't understand what you're saying.
Who went back in time in the Days of
Future Past.
Futures
In the
Past
comic book.
in the comic book?
Who been back in time in Days of Future Past in the comic book?
Yes.
It was Kitty Pryde, right?
What you said?
Kenny Pride.
Kitty-
Was
Kitty
it
Pryde.
Kitty Pride. Was it Kitty
Shadowcat.
Pride?
Kitty Fry? I don't think so.
Who was it?
It wasn't Wolverine in the comics.
Who do you think it was?
I read that it was Kitty Pryde. It wasn't Wolverine.
Oh, Wait, hold it. Whoa.
Does Jake Gyllenhaal...
You're the expert. You should know this.
Yeah, that's true. I'm the expert. I should know this. But I do believe.
Yes.
I'm going to tell you truthfully. I think it was Wolverine.
In the comics?
Nah.
Yep, it was Wolverine that went back. Because he had to go back to find out the answers that he was been searching about even down to his own identity. How did he get mixed up with that scientist that converted him into being Wolverine? So he had to go back in time to find out that information for himself. Then he will go back and find out the information about Kitty Pryde. Because he can remind you, he was in love with Cyclops' wife. And they depicted that in the movie.
In Jane. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit. That's right. That's fucking right. That's right. What does it say?
What I'm reading here is that an adult Kate Pryde transfers her mind into her younger self, the present-day Kitty Pryde, who brings the X-Men to prevent a fatal moment in history that triggers the anti-mutant hysteria.
Mm-hmm.
That was the 1981 comic book, Uncle David.
Yeah, that 1981 comic book.
Right.
Shoot, what was I doing in 1980?
Dotting and bopping.
To tell you truthfully, I was working on a J.O.B. I didn't see anything.
Hold on. Do you think Jake Gyllenhaal looks like Tobey Maguire?
Uncle David.
The next day,
Uncle David, we wanna know, do you think Jake Gyllenhaal and Tobey Maguire look the same for Spider-Man?
No, they're two different people.
See? Exactly.
The close in the physical of acting, the movements of Spider-Man. I gotta give him a credit because Toby, the first one that did Spider-Man, he started having back problems right out at the third and last one that he did. Third and last one.
Because he did his own
He
stunts.
had to find this next actor to do Spider-Man, and this one that does Spider-Man, he's pretty good.
Tom Holland, yeah.
Yeah, I like him. We like him. We like him a lot.
I like him.
a lot.
And had him depicting Spider-Man of what Spider-Man was, a high school student accidentally getting bit by a radioactive spider.
Right.
And when I was going to school, I was going through a lot of trouble. I had problems at home. I had problems with Dad. Dad was on me about my grades in school. And I had problems with the bullies in high school that was sometimes, not basically all the time, picking on me.
So you related to Spider-Man a lot.
Yeah, and also, when they saw my dad, it backed off. They saw Dad, they said, oh shit, he ain't no joke. And they backed off and stopped picking on me, so,
All right. Well, there's a couple. I'm going to have you come on our show so we can ask you when we see Spider-Man. And we're going to see Star Wars for Christmas. So I'm going to have you on our show. Is that okay?
On the show? Sure.
Yeah.
Will I get paid?
You're going to have to.
I'm looking for anything, even down to a goddamn.
You're gonna have to know your shit when you come on our show. So, and I know you know your shit. That's why I was telling the guys that my uncle knows his shit. And I hope you did see Dark Phoenix, so you can give us your opinion later on about that, because we saw it and we think it was trash.
What movie is that, Chanel?
X-Men, Dark Phoenix. It just came out on Friday.
Well, I didn't see that.
Okay.
Now, I'm going to tell you truthfully, I'm back and behind most of this.
All right, well.
Now, I am back and behind most of this.
Well, you let me know how you feel about it.
Yeah, but I'm going to tell you something, Chanel. The whole thing about these characters is a help for these kids today. If they were to open their minds more instead of this bullcrap with this rap and everything.
Oh my God, we're talking about something whole else. We just sticking straight to the movies, but we'll talk about that later. In the meantime, we will be talking about Star Wars and Spider-Man coming soon. So be prepared, okay? I'm going to call you back. I'm going to finish my show and I'm going to call you back, okay?
Okay.
All right. See you later. Thanks for the tip.
You're welcome.
Yo,
right.
he's wild.
The kids in the hippity hop.
He's bugging.
You need the comic
Guys,
books.
think about it. He's
go.
an adult. He knows these
Listen,
older.
kids,
This is what they
You
think about
gotta,
us.
you gotta read these comic
They
books instead
think-
of putting your heads in this hippity hop
You know
stuff.
what? Honestly, though, when it comes to us
Lil Nas
watching these
10.
movies, these
Oh
kids
my
should
God.
read comic
They
books,
probably should,
though.
yeah.
They
I mean,
really
I think
should
they
because
do.
you would know more.
I think they do.
Yeah,
And
it's cool.
like your boy Steven knows a lot because he used to read comic books and he's our age. So it goes to show you, maybe we should
Yeah,
start
but
reading
Steven
more
was
of the
sheltered.
comic books.
It's cool.
Steven
was
knows
I.
his shit.
So was I.
Shout out to you, Steven. I speak to you every so often, but you are one of the gurus of knowing the comic book shit. I'm not
So-
gonna lie.
It's 1975. Little Jean Grey's in a car with her parents. Jean Grey can't control her powers.
All the way
Fucking
back.
causes an accident, right? Causes
I
an
don't
accident.
want to relive this movie.
No, I'm
But
just.
we gotta let them
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
like this is what our show is
this is-
about.
we spoil,
Go
the,
ahead,
we
go
spoil the
ahead.
fuck out of terrible movies too.
Yeah, go ahead.
So Jean Grey causes an accident. She lives both. She thinks both parents dies. Spoiler alert: the dad's alive, but whatever. So we fast forward to 1992. There's it's the space shuttle Endeavour, which in real life was a real thing. They were caught out in space. I think in real life it exploded. I believe the real space shuttle Endeavour exploded. But they
I don't
sent
think that's how she got the Phoenix though in the comic book.
no, it's not.
Okay.
I don't remember exactly, but that's not how she got it.
Damn, we
Because
should have kept him on the phone. He would have told us that.
well, what I remember in the X-Men cartoon, which was ripped right from the comics,
Yeah.
was Jean Grey is a level 5. Jean Grey is a level 5 mutant. She's one of the most powerful mutants in the.
That's just another level to her shit, right?
Yeah, she's on even like without the Phoenix, she's like on some on some
no,
next shit.
she really was.
They've actually said like there's really no limit to Jean Grey's potential power.
It is
So-
in this
I've
movie.
always liked Jean Grey.
Right.
Always since a kid.
Trash.
Her and Wolverine were my favorite.
Yeah,
I hated this movie.
So
We all did. We all agreed that
so
we
the-
hated this movie, though.
But no, I'm mad at myself for going to see the movie.
Well, I only paid
But we
$4.
had to. I mean,
I only
like
paid $4.
we had
The
to.
T-Mobile Tuesdays came in real clutch.
That's Cinepolis movie theater,
Which one?
23rd.
Oh,
Street?
that's where I went to watch Avengers
Chelsea?
the second time.
Yeah, remember
It's
I
a
told you
nice,
I had to like that
nice.
movie?
It's
I
a
saw
nice
that,
one.
That's why I saw Green Book.
The one on 23rd and 8th?
Yeah,
Yeah. I used to go
I've
there.
been
I
there.
love that movie.
Yeah?
Too, bro.
It's a really nice theater. I went there to watch Avengers
That theater
2
was
again.
mad black people.
I watched
in
it
there.
twice.
We were
remember
all
I
like,
used-
damn, this
I
shit
used
is
to go there.
wild.
It used to be an AMC.
I don't care.
I think it used to be an AMC, and
I
like,
like that
on
movie
they would do
theater.
like matinees
It's a
on like
very
Tuesdays.
shout
it was
out to
like,
you,
super cheap.
Cinepolis. Give us free tickets.
Cinepolis.
Cinepolis,
We'll
Cinepolis,
review
same
No, it's
thing.
Cinepolis.
You just tried to say two white people look the same.
No,
so
when the preview came in the beginning, it said, "Welcome to Cinepolis."
Cinepolis.
That's
Okay.
why I was like, "Cinepolis." Okay.
Shout out to you,
should be-
Cinepolis.
probably
Please
should be
give us some
Cinepolis.
free tickets so we can see some
Cinepolis?
Probably should
movies.
be, but
They
they
said
said it wrong.
Cinepolis.
Cinepolis.
okay.
Cinepolis.
Sounds great.
Cinemapolis.
So, we fast forward to 1992.
Movie
The Space Shuttle
trash.
Endeavour is stuck in space.
Still
They send the
trash.
X-Men.
Shut up.
They send the X-Men to help to help.
Nightcrawler goes to the spaceship. He doesn't, for some reason.
How come? How come?
Here's the thing. Here's
Yeah.
the thing that's fucked up in that.
Mm-hmm.
Nightcrawler, the speed guy, right?
Quicksilver.
Quicksilver gives him a fucking thing, right?
Or what?
The tape? You mean
The
when he
tape
duct taped
around-
the astronaut?
That was the second time.
Yeah.
You notice that?
After he already came out there.
Yeah.
Right? He already went.
He
over
already
there.
went. Remember?
Wait.
Nightcrawler
Oh,
already.
he gathered
fucked
everyone.
it up.
Yeah.
Came back to the spaceship, but then they were missing the captain.
The captain. So they send him
The
back.
commander.
But now they send him back with the fucking.
With the thing.
So it was poorly edited. They edited this
And
movie
Jean
wrong.
Grey didn't have one, so she should have instantly died in space.
Why didn't? Well,
Wait, I didn't even catch that.
Why didn't?
Jean didn't have one.
Yeah.
So
No,
when
no,
she
I'm
went to
talking
save him before the fucking Phoenix thing came,
Yeah.
she should have died already. Space is cold, bro.
Yeah.
But see, there's another reason why this movie would be trash because I didn't really pay attention to that part.
I pay attention. Space when you put things
They
in space,
put
I
the
pay
duct
attention.
tape around the astronaut, the commander, right?
No, they
No,
put duct
not
tape
Nightcrawler.
around. They put duct tape around Nightcrawler, which they didn't. He had already went in space and
got them already.
got them out.
Oh,
got
so
them out
that's
already.
weird. Why would they do
So
that?
then they
Right.
left one dude in there.
And then he goes back.
With
and they
the
taped him up.
thing.
Which, by the way,
Why would they do
if
that?
we're taping people up, why tape up Nightcrawler? Quicksilver wasn't taped up, and neither was Jean Grey.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Maybe because they knew Jean Grey could probably handle that.
Jean Grey
Quicksilver
is
couldn't.
Space. Niggas ain't space travels.
Reasons why, ladies and gentlemen, this movie
So,
is trash.
They go back. They get the captain. Jean Grey, there's a solar flare, what they believe was a solar flare, coming towards the ship. So basically, Jean Grey absorbs absorbs the solar flare. Nightcrawler grabs her, brings her back. So they go back to Earth. Everybody's happy. And
Jean Grey feels the best she ever felt in her life.
She feels great.
You're right. It's like she lost her virginity.
So Professor X realizes, yo, I can't get into her head anymore. What's going on? Why can't I get into her head? So he uses Cerebro to get into her head.
Yes.
So he's in her head, and she's like, get the fuck out of my head. And then he's like, oh, this is a power I've never seen before.
Keep skipping, man.
Right.
Why would we keep skipping?
Because it's trash.
We understand that.
Jean Grey is the Phoenix. She can't control her feelings.
She goes to meet up Magneto to think that was going to help her.
She meets with Magneto. Magneto said, get the fuck out of here. I don't want nothing
Nah,
to do
she
with
tried to. First of all, I didn't even like that. You came on my soil and my territory, tried to fuck up my shit, and then you expect me to help you?
Right.
I felt like Magneto was my best friend in that entire movie because I was willing to kill her ass too.
She wouldn't tell him
whose blood was on her shirt. Raven dies.
We skipped that part. So
yes.
So Jean goes to her. She realizes that her dad's alive, and he goes back to her hometown to find her dad. She gets mad that her dad has no pictures of her. She reads his mind.
Her dad is pissed because she killed the moms.
Right.
Yeah. So he's like, you know, when your mom died, everything else died with her.
Yeah.
And he sorry. So she reads his mind and sees that in the past, when Professor X came to get her, he was like, the dad was like, you can take her. I don't want her. Good luck. And then she gets mad, and then she fucking fucks the house up.
But truth be told, the father really.
By the way?
No, I mean the probably neighbors and stuff. But truth be told, the father really couldn't handle her. Like,
but it's the way he did it. You get him like he could.
She gets tight. Go outside. The X-Men are there. They try to fight her off, and Mystique dies.
Mystique dies
for the fourth time in fucking X-Men movies.
That's a fact.
She does keep dying.
I fucking hate it. Every X-Men movie is the same shit.
You know this movie pretty much negates everything that's happened
X-Men
before.
movies are the same shit. Mystique died in every movie, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Kill another character.
Yeah, I don't know why they keep doing that. So Mystique is dead. Beast is pissed.
I can't.
Because he lost the love of his life.
Yeah, even though she didn't really like him, I don't think she was like into him.
So who do you think she loved more, Magneto or?
Magneto for sure.
Magneto's fine. Let me tell y'all something. Just looking at Magneto again and reminding
Magneto's
myself
pissed.
what I would do.
He doesn't want to fuck with her because he finds out she killed Mystique.
He finds out she kills Mystique. So
and then
we skipped one thing. So there's these aliens that come and they take over human bodies.
Yeah.
In search of the solar flare that
which is about
Jean
nothing.
Grey. Yeah, right. In search of
I was trying to figure out who the fuck, like, where did they come from? Like,
they said it was the
I mean, I know where they came from, but it's just like
the DeKalb dynasty. That's not what I remember. I remember in the comic books and on the X-Men animated series, Jean Grey went into space, got the powers from the Shi'ar dynasty. That's what I remember. I could be wrong, but that's what I remember.
Those alien people serve zero purpose.
None. It was just a plot device. So so Jean Grey's like upset. She goes to a bar disguised like she makes people think that she's an old man.
Mm-hmm.
The woman, or who's the alien, takes over the body of Jessica Chastain, who's the super crazy blonde hair woman with a weird eye, and she's like, you're gonna keep listening to a dude in a wheelchair, or you're gonna listen to me, you know, and then
I could help you.
I can help you, and
I can help you channel your mind and channel the energy and blah blah blah.
Really, all she wanted was the power. She just wanted the
right. She wanted to. She was sent to basically
get the
power and possibly kill her.
Right. So,
and not care about everybody anyway.
All right, what is this movie about?
Yo, I'm so done with you.
Honestly,
honestly, what is this about? Predestination was better than this.
Okay, yeah, I can agree with that.
I just thought it was. I said, I gave them my opinion. I still think Logan is dumb, but I'm just like, I just didn't.
Trash, bro.
I didn't think that it was well played. With it was so many like, stupid. And there was some like
when Magneto
empty
floats
spots.
out.
The best part was with the guns.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
fighting
with
the train.
Magneto and turning the guns on the alien.
train,
yeah, I agree.
The
They
train-
were on
the-
the train
the
for
train-
at least 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The train scene was long.
20.
Yeah, it seemed like a
No
lot.
way a train goes that long.
Okay.
Is it
Depends on where
Amtrak?
you're going.
Is it Amtrak?
Depends.
No,
on
it was private. It was private.
Depends on where you're going.
Yeah, it was private.
Like, what the
We're
fuck?
going to Yonkers.
It just
No, it
was
doesn't take that
not. I
Does not take that long.
I just honestly.
Okay, here's one thing that definitely pissed me off. Okay, so
If we start the train scene at
the-
Grand Central, it'll still be on the train scene by the time we
so okay, the scene in Central Park when it's Storm, Cyclops, Professor X, and Beast.
Okay, yeah.
No,
Okay.
was it Beast? No, it wasn't Beast.
Beast? Nah,
It
Beast.
was Nightcrawler.
Hey, cool.
Because Beast goes to Magneto because he's pissed off.
Right.
Yeah.
So then it's Magneto, Beast, Dazzler, and somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
The guy with the dreads. Who
Jesus Christ.
I hate when X-Men movies do that. When they bring out these ancillary mutants that nobody
Yo,
knows.
off topic. In Predestination, right?
Oh my
when
god.
when he was in the bomb and he was like trying to make sure the bomb didn't explode and shit.
Yeah.
yeah.
Was that the same warehouse as Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
It looked like
It
didn't
looked like it. Wow.
I got that vibe, and I got a Terminator 1 vibe for a little bit, but except
I think it's the same set.
And now you're gonna make us go back there and watch that.
gotta
But
watch it.
yeah,
Alright,
okay. So
yeah,
back
go
to
back to
Central
X-Men.
Park.
So
What?
they're in Central Park. So it's Beast, and like I said, it's Beast, Magneto, Dazzler, and like one other mutant who I've never.
The speed guy.
No, not the speed guy.
No. So
The guy with the dreads that was using his dreads as. I thought that was fucking
I don't know
stupid.
what it is.
I've never seen that mutant before in my life.
That's some bullshit.
I didn't know who
And-
that was
and
either.
X-Men movies do this all the time. These
They put a
X-Men movies
bullshit
bring
mutant out.
These bullshit mutants that nobody
Yeah,
knows.
that
and then you
nobody
guys
knows
fucking do
about.
research and shit. Like I watch enough X-Men to know this guy. Nobody knows this guy.
I didn't
This
know
is
that
the guy that
guy.
could
Magneto's
kill
not
off.
picking this guy.
Who's
It's
the
just the guy
girl
that could
too with the
kill off.
knife
Dazzler.
and oh Dazzler? Okay.
That's the
This is
only one
the guy
I
that
knew for
could
sure.
kill off. This is some guy that could kill off.
Like there was one X-Men movie where Olivia Munn was in it and she played Psylocke. Nobody knew who the fuck Psylocke was. Like what the fuck? Anyway, so they meet up in
Olivia
Central Park.
Munn, damn.
Yeah.
She came a long way
Yeah.
from Attack of the Show.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, she was on the other one too, the video game review one.
Yeah, Attack of the Show.
Was that what it was called?
Okay. Well, there you
Yeah.
go.
Yeah, she came a long way. Yeah. So did Chris Hardwick, really.
Oh no.
You dropped your wine?
Some of it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
There you go.
You're such a pal.
I do what I can.
Stan doesn't drink anyway.
Yeah, I've been cutting back.
Alright.
Back on that. So they're
You
in
didn't
Central
eat
Park.
any box today, right?
Eat any box? Whoa, what kind of question is this? This is nothing to do
No.
with X-Men. It's just X-Men.
So they meet up in Central Park, which, okay, this is a little nitpicky, but this upsets me. If you're going to film in New York,
This upsets
get it
you?
right. They're at Central
is what
Park.
accept-
They're at Central
accept-
Park East. There are no, first off, there's really no Central Park East, technically.
Okay.
There is, but there isn't.
There is.
What's your point?
There's no trains over there. Magneto pulled a train out from underground. Where did it come from?
Nah, there's trains over there.
There's no line. There's no line
By Central Coast.
it's Fifth Avenue. There's no lines on Fifth Avenue.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah, there is.
No, further north, not where they were.
No, not exactly under.
They
the
were.
fucking-
They were. I saw the street
Central Park.
sign. It said East 74th.
Wow,
they're at the
you
transverse.
are really like
They're at the
on
East,
it.
They were at the East 74th transverse. There's no subway over there. You got to go further south. You got to go to 53rd
Now
Street.
we're doing time schedules of where trains are.
This is-
You really was really thinking about that.
Whenever a movie's filmed in New York, I pay attention to shit like
Yeah, we
that.
gotta film
Wow,
this
I
when we
never
get to
would have paid attention to that shit,
Things like
to
that
be honest
annoy
with
me.
you.
I'm like, nah,
Alright,
there's
listen.
no subway there.
Okay, and then after,
And even if it was empty, because it was empty and there's no people on it, why would it be docked there? It's not what it would be. It would be at the yard. Come on, guys.
so Professor
shit.
X tries to go back to go find, well, he goes and meet up with
Oh God.
Jean to try to tell her that she can channel her
Oh, yeah,
you know,
on the train? On the
powers
train? We're on the train
after
now?
the train incident, and that she knows how to control it
She
all.
lets him walk.
The little alien bitch started stealing her powers,
She lets
saying
him
like,
walk. She's like, you
Oh, yeah,
can
that
walk.
part
"Oh,
was
I
kinda
thought
funny.
that part was good."
That part was kind of funny.
Yeah, Jean
like, that's
Grey
good.
tells
I was like, yo,
Professor
you
X.
can walk in real life.
Yeah, I was like, yo,
Jean
that's
Grey tells
I was like, that's
Professor
some good
X,
acting,
like,
'cause he was like
yo,
fucking his legs up and shit. I was like,
Yeah.
oh,
Jean Grey tells Professor X, "If you really want me, come walk to me." And she like does
like,
these fucking
yeah.
powers, and he literally
fucking crushes the
walk-
wheelchair.
Yeah,
Yeah.
walks to
I
her.
thought that was a fun scene.
I thought that was a good one.
Nah.
And the alien bitch is really trying to incorporate the powers so that she could rule the fucking world and steal and possibly kill Jean Grey.
So then Cyclops comes in and he's like, Jean, and then whatever.
I love you. You could do this.
He's like, let go.
I'm a little bitch.
Yeah. Like, let go, and then whatever.
This is the worst Cyclops in X-Men history.
You know what's funny? I liked him in Ready Player One.
That's the kid, same dude, right?
Yeah, that's the same dude from Ready Player One.
Yeah, nah, he's trash.
So then the alien bitch incorporates majority of Jean Grey's powers and realizes that she can have as much strength.
And then the army comes in and they capture all the mutants.
Right. That's when they come to the train thing, and then, you know, they start to the blonde bitch and her crew that wants Jean Grey specifically.
So they're going after her.
They go after her on the train. The cops and people think that they could take over and probably kill these little aliens, and they realize that they can't.
If I was in the military,
if it wasn't for that black dude realizing that fuck this shit, I'm gonna release the X-Men and let them help me.
He died anyway.
He would have died. Yeah, he did die. That they would have probably all died because of them.
If I was in the military and I had high-powered mutants in my possession and other aliens came, the first person I'm going to is the mutants. Be like, I don't have powers. You guys do. Hey.
Oh no!
Whatever happens.
Because there's always someone that tries to be better than someone, and the head honcho was the little big white dude talking about stand down, shut the fuck up, I got this, don't worry, blah, blah, blah. And then you wind up dying. And if it wasn't for the black dude saving them, they would have all died.
I did like the scene where he walks by Nightcrawler's like, my kid used to be a fan.
Yeah.
Like, shut up.
And then, what happens is the little blonde alien crew, they wind up, all dying. And then, there was the head honcho black dude that Magneto got to fight. And Magneto showed his real skills with his gunplay, with a whole bunch of guns on the little blonde chick.
When he crushed that car. And fucking,
and then the blonde chick gets basically close to Jean Grey again and tries to take all of her powers, but possibly killing her. Jean Grey realizes that she can control the powers and that she kills her with kills the blonde alien bitch.
Enlightenment.
Right. She kills the blonde alien bitch. She also Thanos everybody by turning them into dust.
Oh, yeah. She was like,
I felt like this is like Avengers year. I don't give a fuck what no one says. Like, everyone had a little snap effect of Thanos in movies. And she wipes out everything.
She kills them, and then she basically
kills herself, basically.
So
thank God.
The next scene...
They create Jean Grey School.
That pissed me off.
It's
the
Charles
Xavier School for Gifted Students. That's it.
No, because you know what? Here's the little downplay is that they tried to play Professor X, saying that all our lives we've been living under your rule, under living your orders.
They changed the whole thing, the timeline.
They need to change. They need to redo this whole.
Yeah, they just basically was saying Professor X is a bad dude at the time, and that we've been following your orders when really we should be keeping ourselves away from the humans and just living our lives as mutants.
But that's every X-Men movie. That's what they do. It's like, oh, it's Professor X's ideologies against Magneto's ideologies. It's like how many times are we gonna play this Martin Luther King versus Malcolm X?
And you know what? I've always been on Magneto's side, because at the end of the day, look how they flipped the script, and that's when Professor X realized, I don't even have access to the president anymore. They hung up on my ass. They hung up on my ass when I was really trying.
It was supposed to be Clinton. Supposed to be Clinton. I get it. You don't want to put fucking hologram Clinton, bro. Stupid.
Like, I'm always, honestly, when it comes to my X-Men characters, I've always favored Magneto more, because at the end of the day, these humans don't give a fuck about us as mutants. And
Dippin' Dots.
I'm not done. What I'm saying is, these humans don't give a fuck about us mutants, so why should we give a fuck about them with saving lives and trying to make it seem like we're here to help them, when really, at the end of the day, they will flip the script. This movie did show you that they will flip the script. They'll congratulate you one fucking day, and then flip the script on you and stick your fucking middle fingers up right after.
This is how you know that if Nelly grew up in the 60s, she would have been more Malcolm X than
Absolutely. I will always
none
be.
None of that peace shit.
Nah, I'm not with the peace shit. especially if you not with what rights I'm going
Nelly would've been
with.
out there
She
fighting
get
dogs,
shot
bro.
at.
I would definitely be in the civil rights movement. I would definitely be in a Black Panther.
They would have had the
real
fire
Black
hose-
Panther.
Not
the fire hoses on. Nelly's like this. just
Yo,
shaking
for
it.
real. Even on my Instagram, I do.
You can't take it like
Listen,
that.
on my Instagram, I
should
even
try.
do my Know Your Thursdays, Know Your History Thursdays, because at the end of the
Really?
day, I
Really?
do.
I gotta pay attention to that.
I do. Thursdays is Know Your History Thursdays. Tuesdays is Did You Know with doctor info on a lot of different stuff. But I'm just saying in general, like, I'm always in favor of Magneto. I've always been since a kid because I've always liked Magneto. I've liked Professor X
I like
too,
Magneto.
That's more of a
but
Cyclops
Magneto
guy.
gives me that
I
vibe
don't
of
like the X-Men. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
huh?
As characters or the movie? You mean?
All of it.
Okay.
No.
I was an X-Men kid.
You said
like-
you never liked X-Men?
I don't. I like it, but I don't really like it.
I think the movies have done that to you.
I think so
If-
too.
if the-
Because
if-
as a
if-
kid,
when-
I
when
know
Disney
we used to
cartoon
watch the
was
shows,
cool.
Yeah, the
right?
cartoon was great. I thought
Cartoons, that's what I used to
The
watch.
cartoon holds up
When they
now.
had Spider-Man in the cartoon,
Yeah.
Yeah.
fire.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Like I remember when they did this the Phoenix Saga.
Yeah.
It was 5 episodes. It was the whole week. You had to wait
Yeah.
every day. Like, oh shit, what's the next one?
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah.
It might have been longer actually.
I really want to watch these again as a
It's on YouTube.
kid.
I think they're on YouTube. You can watch.
Because I watched Gargoyles
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
episodes again.
Yo, they supposed to make a Gargoyles movie.
Stop. Don't tell me that because they need to cut me a check. I've been posting and talking
Yo,
about
they must
Gargoyles
be a check.
for years.
You hear this?
I
Gargoyles was
swear.
dope,
I have been in talks
Gargoyles
with
is
Christina
fire.
every
Gargoyles is
year.
dope.
We talk about this and say, yo, if they make a Gargoyles
They
movie,
are. That's a DC though.
But
DC or Marvel?
DC,
think it's DC.
I think it's
DC
Marvel.
is no, hands down is DC.
I think it's
Hands
DC.
down.
I think it's Marvel.
Let me double check.
No, it's DC. It's got I if I'm not mistaken, it's DC. And hands down, I've been saying this for years. If they do come out with a Gargoyles movie, they need to
They
cut me
are
a
coming
check.
out with a Gargoyles movie.
They need to cut me a check because I've been
Because you're a
posting.
gargoyle.
I loved Gargoyles. I swear to you, I loved that show. I used to come home and wait. There used to be my afternoon shows of Animaniacs, Gargoyles, and then
Animaniacs.
yeah, Animaniacs,
Yo.
Gargoyles. Then I would watch what you call it? I would watch my Power Rangers, my X-Men. Like I used to watch everything. Every time I got out of school, I had
They
my
fucked up
certain
Power
shows.
Rangers.
Power Rangers, yeah. They really
You
did
watched
fuck
the
up
movie,
Power
the Power
Rangers.
Ranger movie?
I saw the last one and I thought it was horrible.
Yeah, what
But
is it? What
It
is
says it's under slave labor graphics.
that
No,
means
no,
they're
that's-
waiting on to cut
No,
me
no,
a
that's,
check.
That's 2006.
They need to sit me at a
I thought it was
table.
Marvel.
They need to sit me at a table and and they need to cut me a check because I've been literally prophesizing about this movie.
Yo, I
for
saw the
years.
Bumblebee movie. It's not that bad, bro.
Really?
Okay.
It's trash, but it's not that bad though.
Okay.
It's better than this X-Men shit.
The comic books were published in the magazine Disney Adventures.
It's a
Okay.
Disney movie.
It's Marvel.
It's Marvel.
1995 Marvel copy issued.
Marvel really was
Yeah,
it?
it's
I thought it
Marvel.
was DC.
Issued a Gargoyles comic book which ran for 11 issues.
Yeah.
I'm so excited if they do that. I will literally. I don't know who I need
I
to
know-
get
I
with
remember
to
Marvel
see
buying
the
them.
pre-screening
Jordan
of this.
Peele pitched his own film version
For
to Disney.
Gargoyles?
Yeah.
No.
Yo, Jordan Peele, you gotta relax, my nigga.
No, it might
Real
be
talk,
good.
you gotta
it might be
relax.
good.
In
It might be
June-
good.
If Jordan Peele does Darkwing Duck, I'll be fire.
I love Darkwing Duck.
That'll be fire.
Oh my God, we're going back in time,
Gargoyles.
and we're
Someone
really
told me-
showing our
Do
age.
a gargoyle.
Someone told me that there's a new
Howard the
DuckTales.
Ducks? Dude,
DuckTales.
Cartoon?
Oh my God.
Yeah. There's a new DuckTales and they reference Darkwing Duck on it.
Darkwing Duck is part of the DuckTales.
Yeah,
thing.
exactly.
Launchpad McQuack is like his sidekick, right? Wasn't
I haven't watched
wasn't
Darkwing Duck
Launchpad-
in years. You can't ask me no
Yeah,
questions on
these
that
are
shit.
classics as a kid what we used to watch, but we're showing our age. I swear to God,
Launchpad
it's like I
You know
like that.
Howard the Duck?
I remember
Yeah,
That's a
Howard the
Marvel
Duck.
character.
I
supposed to make the
remember.
movie,
It's
another
like
movie.
I like.
He came out. He
It was a
he
cameo.
he came out. He had a
Guardians,
cameo in
Guardians.
and in Infinity War.
No, you didn't.
In not Infinity War.
I would have saw that.
Endgame.
No, it was in Guardians of the Galaxy, bro.
No, he comes out when people.
In Endgame.
Yeah, when people start coming out of the portals, he comes out.
Where?
Howard the Duck does not come out
I'll send you the picture. I'll send you the screenshot.
because I said it in the movie. Chanel
didn't
was
see
there.
that.
I was like, "Where's Howard the Duck?" I
He's
said
there.
that in the movie theater.
He's there. I'll send you the screenshot.
No, you
I
really
have it on my
gotta show
laptop.
us that
I
because
gotta
I
see
don't
that.
remember.
I didn't
I'll
remember
send
seeing
it
it
to you.
because I remember saying in the movie theater, "Where's Howard the Duck?"
Yeah.
And then I was just
Let
saying
me
it as a
see if I can-
joke.
You also
and niggas
kept
said it
saying
was
a
like
lot
a
of
joke.
fucking things
see if I
too
can find
about
it out.
that and
Yeah,
then
fucking Anthony Mackie. Fuck that dude.
slavery and taking us back.
Yo, fuck
let's
Anthony
not
Mackie, bro.
let's not go back to
I'm
our
gonna
other
fuck
episodes
Anthony
of the
Mackie
podcast
time, bro.
where Space Ghost was talking
Come
about
on the
that.
show, bro. Let's state your claim. I want to know why you picked.
All
these
I'm
fucking
saying
roles.
is, the end of Phoenix though was just I didn't even like the end of Phoenix.
Who's in it?
Oh.
What is it?
But I would
Somebody-
never have
somebody
been
put
able
that
to
in
sit in there. I would.
Somebody put that
I
in
think
there.
it's.
Somebody
I
did
think
that.
someone placed that there.
You know there was
because
a
I
water
didn't see
bottle
that.
in Game of Thrones the last episode.
Yes.
It was right by
They fucked up
Niggas
so
is
bad.
crazy,
Like this
bro.
is
They
so
stopped giving a
bad.
fuck. They were just like, all right, well, let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
We got
is
this check
just-
already.
Oh my god.
Hold on.
The
I
end
just
of
wanna-
end
I-
of Phoenix
yeah.
though,
So,
basically.
I thought it was over. It's over.
No,
No,
there's
we
one
just
last
talked about
scene.
the Jean Grey
There's one
school.
last scene
She
that
killed
pissed me off,
herself
too.
off.
This is I
Professor
hate.
X and Magneto go to Paris.
Stop being pretentious and stop doing these little things that make people think. Okay, so they're in Paris and they're like, let's play chess.
I'm sorry, real quick.
If you
But-
like this movie, there's something wrong with you.
Yeah, no, for real. But they always do Magneto and Professor X at the end of movies to team up
Yeah.
with each other and play chess
It's
all
stupid.
the time.
It's stupid.
It's the same movie, bro.
Yeah, this is basically X-Men: The Last Stand, just in 2019. That's what they did. That's all they did. They didn't change anything except Mystique dies this time.
No, Mystique died in every movie.
So they're,
Every
they're,
movie
they're playing
Mystique
chess.
Somebody
Did
on
you-
YouTube make a compilation of Mystique dying.
That's easy.
It's gonna be long.
It's probably already known.
Yes.
It's probably already there.
Did
The internet
you-
cannot be defeated.
Did you notice? And I hate this. Did you notice the name of the restaurant?
No.
Café de Vieux Copains, which is French for Cafe of Old Friends. Why do that?
That's fire.
Why?
Because they are
'Cause they're-
friends.
You
They've always
look,
been friends.
I'm not going to meet one of my old friends at a place called Cafe of Old Friends.
Why not?
Okay? We're going to
They've
McDonald's.
always been friends.
Go to the Continental.
We all
We're going to
know
Continental.
X and Magneto always had differences. They've always had
By the way,
rivalries.
how old is
They've
Magneto?
always fought each other, but at the end of the
But
day,
this is
they've
in the
always
past,
been
anyway.
friends.
It's in
Exactly.
1992.
Yeah, but it's the past.
They've
bro.
always been friends, no matter how you
He
look
should have
at
been
it.
like 80.
But this is the past.
He was in the Holocaust.
They've always
This is
been
the past.
friends, and he survived that. Let's
That's
not
what I'm
forget.
saying. So in 1992, he's got to be like 70, 80 years old.
They don't age. Really, they
done.
really
Alright,
don't.
I'm done with this movie.
And then you see the Phoenix flying.
And then you see that Phoenix is still alive, flying in space, and nobody
which is
realizes
basically
it,
what
which
happened
is
in the Last Stand,
stupid.
because in the Last Stand she was underwater and you saw the image of the
so
Phoenix.
stupid.
I hate this movie.
Oh, this
The
is
only
so
good
stupid.
thing about this movie is that I paid $4 to see it. Thank you to T-Mobile
The
Tuesdays.
trailers was the best part.
Oh my god!
The trailers was the best part of this movie.
The
I almost
acting,
walked out, bro.
the acting was bad.
I just finished
Sophie
it
Turner
because
was
to finish
meh.
it, but I let you guys know my opinion the minute I finished the shit. Like,
Sophie
almost
Turner
walked
was
out.
meh.
Yeah.
The only good actor
mm-hmm.
in the movie is James McAvoy. Like
you gotta let them know who James McAvoy just in
Professor
case
X.
is Professor
Professor
X.
Yeah, he wasn't good either.
although I will say the scene where Magneto is like trying to like hold the helicopter, I would love to have been on the set to watch him
Why?
because it just looked funny. Just like I would have loved to have been on the
Yo,
set.
it's like
for
a
him to do that.
fucking.
I really
WB
liked when
series,
him
bro.
and okay, so
Yo, you remember Heroes?
Oh yeah,
mm-hmm.
Heroes
Heroes-
sucks too.
Heroes got bad after the writer's strike.
Heroes
Before the
sucks,
writer's
bro.
strike, the first couple seasons was good.
The same people who write Heroes are the same people who probably write this X-Men movie.
They need a hobby then. They need to find something else to do because
Heroes
this
was
was
whack,
bad.
bro. I'm
This
sorry.
was
The
bad.
first two seasons were good.
Nah.
After the writer's strike,
Ladies
it
and
fell off.
You ever
gentlemen,
watch Smallville?
yes, oh my
I never-
God,
I never got
yes.
into
I
it.
used to
This is
love
trash.
Smallville.
I never got into it, and
No,
because of that,
I used to watch Smallville.
Trash.
It was on too long.
I used
know
to.
that.
I used to like Smallville. That's just my. I used to watch it
Did
with
you-
my uncle. This is how
I
I
used to stay
learned.
watching
First of
Smallville.
all, the man that's on the phone is how I became a nerd for all these other shits because
not
it's,
Smallville because that shit.
I watched like
I
the
did used
first
to watch
season
them.
of
I'm not gonna
Smallville.
lie. I used to watch Smallville. Like,
I watched the first season. And I was like, when is he turning into Spider? When is he turning into Superman?
Never,
He's not gonna be Superman yet.
never.
And then like 11 seasons in, he's like Superman now. I was like,
yeah,
yeah,
I mean,
I'm
I
gonna be
still
Superman.
watched it because I liked
Every
it.
Superman movie is trash.
oh shit!
Oh my
shit.
God! Look who came in the building.
The hell, man? What's going on?
Did you see X-Men?
X-Men.
Yeah.
Yeah, did
Dark
you
Phoenix?
see it?
No.
It's trash.
You don't want to
see
see
it.
Space don't got somebody out there waiting for him. He's a bird.
Yo. I
What do
still
we-
watch Smallville regardless. Like, it was my shit. I always used to watch it, and it was my thing. Hi.
Did you see X-Men? No. Don't waste your time.
Don't waste your time on watching
Trash.
X-Men. I promise
This is
you.
Smooth in the building.
Okay.
Yo, Flip, what's wrong with you? Why you not teaching these kids about Marvel
What's
and
up?
DC? They should know
Did you
about
see
this.
X-Men?
Did you see X-Men?
Good.
Don't watch
waste-
it.
Don't waste your
Don't
time.
waste it.
You know what? You want to watch a good movie? Predestination.
Don't watch. Don't
No,
watch
don't
that.
watch that either.
Don't watch that. Don't watch
Get
that.
high and what?
Don't tell these kids to get high.
know.
What's
What's
wrong
wrong with you?
Kids start young these days. I don't
No,
know what they do.
oh my God.
What is that kid like?
Stan
16?
is the worst to set an example for kids.
Listen,
I swear to God.
Do not leave your kids around me.
I'll give you your first shot before you try to get high.
All right, can you end this?
What are we watching next week? What are we doing?
Oh, I don't know. I think Men in Black comes out.
Men in Black does come out. That's right.
Okay. I got to find some time to watch Men in Black.
Ragnarok.
All right, fine.
Men in Black Ragnarok.
All
Yo,
right.
you know what's funny? Real quick, speaking of Black Mirror, remember that episode San Junipero?
Yo, you can't say names, man. Just
The
tell
one
me what
with
happened.
the one with where the two lesbians.
You know he doesn't
go,
remember names.
Go back in time or whatever. Like the.
Oh
the one
yeah,
set in
yeah,
the
yeah.
80s?
Nah, they ain't go back in time.
Yeah, it was like
that's the same shit. That's the same episode as the gay shit.
Right.
It's just a different
I
way.
read, you know, somebody called it. So that episode's called San Junipero. They called this one Man Junipero.
Oh my
It's
God.
true. It's the same. It's literally the same episode
Oh my
with
God.
dudes.
Yeah,
It's literally the same episode with
Yeah,
dudes.
yeah. That's I can see that. You got to watch Black Mirror.
I'm going to watch Black Mirror, ladies and gentlemen. I
The
just
girl
want you
one
to
was
know.
good though.
The girl
I
one.
did give.
That one
First of
won
all, I just
an
want them to know
Oh,
I
word?
did give
Yeah.
Black Mirror a try. So let's not act like I
The
didn't give
shit
it a
with
try.
the shit with the
And the
robot dog
episode that
shit,
I
man.
did watch was,
Son, that
according
scared
to
the
the
shit out
guys,
of me
was
because
a good
that's
episode.
real.
Yeah.
Metalhead. There's an episode called Metalhead with like a. It's
Start
like
with
a,
the first one though, please.
You said
Start
spiraling what? Vapors?
No.
no, start with
Striking
the-
Vipers.
Striking
Start with that
Vipers.
Start with the first episode.
No, start with Striking Vipers. And
I
then
will
go
start with Striking
and then
Vipers.
go to the
But
video
you guys
game
already.
one.
Okay, but let's
Nah,
not.
don't go out of order.
What
Yo,
I'm
bro,
saying
just
is.
do that. Start with Striking Vipers and then go to the other video game.
Honestly, let's be real here. Space Ghost has been passing us things, and he's been really on point. So
Yeah,
if
but
you
I-
tell me to
don't- I
watch
don't-
Striking
don't-
Vapors
don't-
or Vipers,
Start with
then I
Striking
will.
Vipers episode.
But it,
Okay,
like,
then I'll watch it.
I don't like going out of order.
This
That's
doesn't
how
matter.
I
It
am.
doesn't
Like,
matter.
It
but
doesn't
that's
No,
how
but
I
it doesn't
am.
matter. With Black Mirror, it
Because
doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Because none of the episodes are the same.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
get
yeah.
that. But at least don't act like I didn't watch an episode that was you guys say
Yo,
a good
Nosedive was
episode.
good. The one
They're
the-
all good. I like every episode. Except
Yeah.
Striking Vipers because that shit pissed me off. But
Okay.
It was good.
it was alright.
All right.
For a woman, I want women to watch Striking Vipers.
So what do we give X-Men Dippin'
A
Dots wise?
spoon.
I'm not.
You see
even
this
giving
cap?
Dots.
You see this cap or your shit? This is
I
what
give it 1 spoon.
I'm not giving it Dippin' Dots at all. Actually, I'm walking away from the Dippin' Dots, and I'm just gonna get some popcorn and get the fuck out of there. And I'm not even gonna get a soda. That's how bad this movie is. I'm gonna sit there dry.
All right, man.
That's a lot to eat dry
I did
ass
not like it.
popcorn and be.
Yo, you know what?
Thirsty as
you know,
fuck.
You know what I like doing? I like mixing a little M&M, like Reese's Pieces in my popcorn.
Oh no, that's cool because you mix a little sweet
Salt,
and
salt,
salt. Yeah, I used to do that with
I'm done.
pretzels
pro tip.
and popcorn.
You know what you do? Get pretzels. Get
Can
cream
y'all
cream
sign
cheese.
out? Y'all
frosting.
talking about food?
Hold
I'm
on.
sorry. Okay, we're
You
signing
get
out.
pretzels and cream cheese frosting and dip it.
No, we can't get that at the
bugging with
movie
the
theater.
cream
I'm a
You
diabetic,
too
guys.
bougie for me.
It's because I'm a diabetic. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you know what I did the other day? I took ice cream sandwiches and put them in a blender with a little bit of milk, some cinnamon, nutmeg.
That
I'm gonna
sounds
do
good.
it. I'm gonna do it with
All right.
blueberries tonight.
All right, let's go.
We
Head
don't get blueberries
honcho.
around here.
This is
Let's go,
Nobody's
boss
Movie
man.
Review. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Please leave a comment, review.
Please leave comments. We love to hear what you think.
Yeah. If you have any
Both on
movie
our
suggestions that
YouTube,
aren't
both on our
Predestination,
podcast.
no,
Leave your movie suggestions up below.
Yeah.
Please.
Next week
leave
is
movie
Men in Black,
suggestions.
but we might do something else also.
Yeah.
Men in Black is a definite go. I'm actually pretty
even if it's
interested
as
in
bad
that.
as Predestination. Actually, it wasn't that bad. It was just.
It wasn't. It was okay.
It was.
Predestination was not
Charlie
bad.
B.
It was not bad.
Thank you for the suggestion.
Thank you, Charlie.
It was very weird.
Charlie bit me.
Charlie bit my
Charlie
finger.
bit me.
I'm trying to think of a movie, but I can't.
All right. Well, anyway.
I watched that hotel shit.
Which one?
Bad Times at the El Royale.
Okay, listen, I gotta watch that. So we're not.
Yeah,
gonna
it's on HBO. Watch it.
It's okay.
I'll find something on HBO too.
We
that can
already
watch.
know that HBO coming out with some good stuff too. By the way.
Big Little Lies tonight.
All right,
Season
bye.
2.
Anyway, so
Deuces.
wait, you didn't say the last part of where to follow everybody. You're leaving everything.
You say that.
Oh my
Like
god!
and subscribe on iTunes,
This
Spotify,
is my favorite part.
Google Play, all that stuff, Stitcher. You can follow her at
It's Nels ITSNELLZ 1_.
Funny Man Stan and Space Ghost. SP8 Ghost.
Right.
Peace.